Gashishi. I am sending a direct message to him. There is a new sheriff in town. He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it. He came the other day and donated 15 million. Somebody was saying, no, guys, she will get 15 million to donate to people. By the time he left, there was crisis. 3 people died in Benin. So for that reason, tell Obi he should not come to Edo without telling me.
Some police is just my when it comes to the only reason why we are blaming police is because we are seeing them collecting it openly on the road. Go to various offices and see what Nigerians are doing. So then you want to stop a politician from collecting $10,000. So
can not Central came out to can Christian Association of Nigeria, not Central branch, came out and were even eulogizing Tinubu's administration.
Yes. So these are the people that campaign for P2B and want him win so many votes. They are now falling for Tinubu. So how are you going to reconcile with all a delegate who is owing house rent, not to collect bribe to come back home and sort his bill out? I don't think that will be possible. But if it is, I wish them. I am not expecting the worst. So please, Alfreda, say, lady, please go.
Hey, Igwurube, thank you so much. I want to tell you that you are doing the Lord's work. Thank you so much, because the way you are holding these spaces, and I'm glad that there are people here. People will have the chance to hear something different. When you are in all these other spaces, they won't go into the facts. People don't understand anything, and anybody that is trying to say something different from them, they shut the person up. So people end up not knowing what the facts are. We cannot do this with emotions. I don't think anybody wants to be more than me, but the path is not there. Nigeria is too corrupt. For the people saying that the primaries should be thrown open, it is not up to you. It is not up to us. It is not even up to ADC. The people that will come and corrupt that primary, you will not even know where they will come from. I will keep pointing us to the external influence in our country because of our resources. You guys, I will keep reminding you. France hand there our body. UK hand there our body. America hand there our body. When those people will bring a dollar load of dollars, it is not even, you forget them Atiku first. That's how you will end up with somebody, not Atiku, not Obi, one person that Tinubu can trash. You'll be wondering, the more you look, the less you see. If we do not unite, if we don't come together and decide that these are the people that we want to work for, these are the people we want to elect, and we do not want a primary. But when you have only one candidate, you are pushing only Obi, it will not work. If you have only Atiku, it will not work. They have to be two. This side and this side, we have to come together. If we are now pushing at that time that there should be no primary, it will be entering the ears of people. It's not as if you are pushing one person. It's not going to work. We have to unite, and this fantasy we are building in the air. Now so rig and die. Have you seen somebody's skull open before? Have you seen brain flowing on the floor? Will you stand? Rig and die. Come on 2 by 2 that they put nail. Can you withstand it on election day? We need a nationwide spread that the whole country will be united against APC. That's the only way we have a chance. And we need the North. Anybody that is telling you that you don't need to align with the North, they want you to lose and they do not care for you. However you want to do it, that you can get the North interested in this election. However we want to do it, how do we get the North interested that they will fight for their vote tooth and nail? That is what we must be doing. The sharing formula that all of you are parroting, it is the turn of the North. Were you there when they made that agreement? That arrangement that you are fighting for, has it benefited you? I thank God for the host now. See the way you just explained it. That I don't understand because of what we want instantly now. We are now parroting what Wike is saying. Is it that we don't even care about anything? As long as the thing favors us, we are ready to take it from anybody. When you see somebody like Wike, whatever is supporting, you will run from it. You don't join Wike to support anything because he's not for you. Wike wants to retain power and you are parroting what Wike is saying. I don't understand this. We have to think, how will you win? And some people that are saying, oh, this or nothing, Tinubu will continue. You that you are not in America, you are not in the UK, you are not in Canada, think for yourself, oh, before you come and start begging online. All these people, they have light, they have water, their children don't pay school fees. When they go to give birth in the hospital, they don't pay hospital bills. They will even give you diaper, give you food. The people they are pushing you, obi or nothing. Be careful. All of them are not for you. They have passion, but they don't have sense. They don't know. It is not about having passion. How will you win? At the end of the day, how will they declare you? It is not for you to have an ideology. Ideology, when not fit win election, you can't help anybody. You cannot help anybody if you do not win. So when anybody is telling you all that nonsense, ask the person first, how will you win? And if we follow you now, we don't win, will you feed me and my family? Will you pay our school fees? Will you pay the school fees for my children? You people need to open your eyes. This is how they were doing it. That the different things that LP top to bottom. See, the host, God bless you. The co-host, I don't know where he went to. That's how they will push. At the end of the day, everybody will lose. They will push. Everybody will lose. That's why I started speaking out. Before I would say, let me keep. Don't anybody that wants to unfollow me. Nigeria is more important than one person's ambition. Because at the end of the day, all of them are politicians. God sees my heart. I love Obi. I want an Obi presidency, but we have to do it right. If Tinubu is doing wedding tomorrow, now Obi will go. They are all in the same day. They are all friends. No matter how bad Nigeria turns out, Obi will be okay. Atiku will be okay. All of them will be okay. He was talking about how he went to the UK for treatment. Shebi now who get visa, they go UK. Now who get money for flight, they go UK. Do you have? Our elections don't count. Our results don't count. That is the major thing we should be fighting now. How will our votes count in this election? How will the votes count? How do we overwhelm Tinubu that it will be too impossible for him to rig? That is what we should be focusing on. Not one person. Not one person. And the only way to avoid the primaries that you people are running from, I will keep saying it, I've not hidden my own from the beginning. If you pair Atiku and Obi, you can avoid the primary. But if you do not pair them the way, because this thing that is happening now, I'm telling you, those 3 countries that I mentioned, they don't like it. The unity that we're calling for now, they don't like it. If we miss this chance, before we even have for you to come to Twitter and talk about politics in Nigeria, you would have committed a great sin. What Tinubu will do, what they will do. So you know what is captured state? Venezuela go they learn for where we did. Somalia, we be learning. You guys, you better open your eyes and open your minds and fight for your own life. Don't follow any influencer that probably has collected money. What is good for me? How do I remove this evil government that even if I put this one now, it does not work, I will still have power to remove him tomorrow? How do I unite to the point that I am so powerful that I can change my government every 4 years if they don't perform? That is what we should be talking about, not to glorify one person above your own self. At the end of the day, when you are suffering, nobody is there for you. Thank you so much. I don't want to hog the mic too much. Thanks to the host for allowing me to speak. Oh, better. Why are you upset? I don't know. Anyway, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Alfred. Is it Obetan AK? All right.
No, it's supposed to be Francis.
Good afternoon.
Obeta, please let Francis go, please. He has been here.
That lady, sorry, I'm not crying because of you. I'm crying because I've stayed here for a long time, more than 6 hours here.
Obeta, now, please let Francis speak, please. After him, we can have you. Thank you. Greetings.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity. So, I heard of everything everybody said, and it's been a beautiful submission for most of us. But I am particularly here because I'm an obedient, and I want to talk to the obedience. I want to talk to my camp because you have to first of all remove the lid in your eyes before you start looking for another person. So please, what I have to say here is this: the coalition must work. That is my number one. And left alone for me, if I am to say what I like, I'm an obedient now. Of course, I'll prefer P2B Tambowa ticket or P2B Erufai ticket. But if you ask me what can win the election, I will tell you Atiku and P2B. Because when these two possible presidential candidates are on the ballot, it is too difficult to overcome the overwhelming number that is going to come out from that particular combination. We have to be sincere. If Amechi and Atiku go, they are not going anywhere. If P2B goes alone, he can't win alone. We have to be we have to be sincere. Remember that in the 2023 election, there were no machineries in place. We took them unaware. The 6.1 million vote for P2B is still intact, so nobody will say it's not intact. But the issue is, how much would they suppress it to?
Which
That's the question.
intact? Which intact? Nah.
Please, no.
See, let's be sincere. Let's be sincere. It's intact. But the thing is, it is going to be suppressed. It is going to be suppressed more than it was. Do you think the 6.1 is what he got? He got over, I'm sure he got over 7 million or 8 million votes, but it was suppressed to 6.1. We don't know how many it will be suppressed to now. But if you are telling me that the people that changed P2, that voted P2B in 2023 have changed their mind now, I very much doubt, unless they are giving something. And how many is going to be giving 20,000 to change their mind? How many Nigerians? In fact, more people are even converting into the camp. At least I know one of us here, Onyekachi, was initially APC member. He's now in obedient camp. So if you're talking about the 6.1 million, and I can assure you, the 6.9 million votes from Atiku is still there. Most of them are still there. Worst case scenario, we'll still have over 6.5 for Atiku. The question is the ability to defend it in 2027, considering the person in power. These are the factors you have to look at and say that if you want P2B in power, if you want P2B, the closest he can get now, let's be sincere, go through my timeline, I'm an obedient. The closest he can get now is the vice presidency because of the level or the type of democracy we are operating now. Tinubu is not going to let you have it just like that at the platter. This is a man that amongst his mates since 1999, he's still the governor of the state till now. This is a man that is still the governor of the state he ruled over 26 years ago. Most of his sets are retired, just there doing their thing. Some are in the Senate. They are no longer having this overwhelming over 80% power over their states, just like a governor does. In fact, he's a kingmaker in his state. He dictates who rules and who does not. Most people in P2B sets of 2006, 2007 doesn't even have that level of power. I think it's just most of the immediate past governors that still have the power he has in Lagos State. Some, not all, but some. This is the kind of power this man operates in a state. And then we want to do Obi or nothing. In fact, I'm coming to that anyway, but want to do Obi or nothing and let this man dictate who wins 2027, which will likely give birth, because by 2031, he's going to feel the northerner. When he feels a northerner, all Norths will not care. They won't bother. It's their turn. So this ideology of is our turn, they will run to that ticket. They won't care. See, he will even use the power of incubation. In fact, that 2031 will be overwhelming. 2027 can still do, he will still win because he's the one that is going to employ the INEC chairman. This is a match where you have the referees and the board against you. You are playing against a bigger opponent. It's more like where Sunderland is playing Manchester City and the referees with Manchester City, the whole board and the referees, the whole linesman is in favor of Manchester City. It's a match you are coming into as an underdog. The least you can do is get the best players on the board. The best players. I'm an obedient, but if we are looking for a route to make P2B the president, the easiest route he has is being a VP to Atiku and then from there, using the power of incumbency and being the 002 of the country as at when that election is going to be conducted in 2031. He will easily have it. So this is us being realistic. This is all. When you are saying P2B or nothing, for me, I regard that comment as an extremist comment. Is when you are calling El-Rufai an extremist and you see P2B or nothing, what is the difference between the both of you? You are an extremist. Even if you're even saying ADC give us P2B and then you hashtag it, you do a space, there is over 2,000 people in your space. You say, please hashtag ADC give us P2B. It's even a more diplomatic statement. It's even a more democratic statement. It's a demand. But when you say P2B or nothing, it's like more like an extremist where you are saying P2B always scatter everything. And that statement is wrong. If the APC camp are making this statement, I am sure that we here will be criticizing them. So we shouldn't be making the same statement. I am not for OB or nothing. I am for this coalition to work, but on what condition? They have to field candidates capable of winning. You cannot bring El-Rufai and vice to Atiku, or you bring P2B and then you bring Tambowa and you are telling me coalition will have to work. I will go and vote, but I can tell you, even before then, I'll just be more dormant on Twitter. I'll just carry on with my other activities on Twitter. I won't put much interest in the election. But if you see the excitement in El-Rufai camp, Buhari's camp, Atiku camp, Obedient camp, the day this coalition meeting was sat in a hotel in Abuja, it was supposed to be held in another hotel. Wike did what they usually do. The tyrant way of their tyrant way. It was supposed. If you see the excitement in various camps that day, you will see more reasons why this coalition has to work, no matter what. The issue of we creating work. Okay, there's one guy called Nemeka from the APC camp. I'm calling his name. Let them record it. He hosted a space this afternoon and was saying something like ahead of 2027, P2B or nothing. Something like that. Southeast. He's now said something southeast, whatever, / south something. I can't remember. I didn't screenshot that space. So, but I'm sure if you go to that Nemeka's page, the space will still be there. So I am very sure it's still there. Now he did P2B. Imagine the APC camp now fueling us and telling us P2B or nothing. From the APC, this is Nemeka. The pastor, I'm saying this thing because
Please,
I am paying more attention to.
Let's not discuss individual. Just round off the submission.
No. Allow him to inform people, give them information. Francis, one name, carry on. We don't need people to be deceived. Carry on.
And I don't pass the information that there is a camp in the APC fueling this thing. People will not know. And when information is power, and people have to know. If you got me and people doesn't happen not to get this information,
no,
I'm trying
carry
to
on
pass.
with your information, Francis. Carry on.
My brother Francis, sorry, let me tell you, it's more painful when you see obedient going to Mazi.
No. Allow Francis to speak. When he gets to your turn, you can say whatever you want to say. Ego, go on, please. Go on. Francis, are you there? Francis, are you there? You speak your mind. Go ahead and say what you want to say. Just go on, man.
Okay, I was muted initially. Okay, yeah, I can go on now. So what I'm trying to say is this: if they held this space for more than about an hour, so I was driving, I was on the space, I was hearing them. They were talking about that even Southeast is not sure anymore, that there's a lot of projects going on in the Southeast. They were saying so many things. But because I was outside busy getting one or two things, but I was in that space, I was hearing them. Most of them, including the Pastorenkos, was there, and many of them were there. They were talking about, imagine the Southeasterners. They were mixed with the APC people from different tribes. So, but it was mostly the Southeasterners APC that was there, having their opinion because of the OB or nothing. That was the content of the space. So they were talking about emphasis on the Southeast here. So they said Obi or nothing to Southeast. So it drew the attention of the Southeasterners APC. So now they were there. They were talking about Obi or nothing, encouraging us that it has to be, that power must go to the South. You are in a match, like I will repeat, as I said earlier, where all officials are against you and you are allowing your opponent dictate your first 11. You are coming in as an underdog. The officials are against you. In fact, the entire FA of that match is against you. And you are allowing your opponent dictate your first 11. These people are still saying Obi or nothing. It is the turn of the South. I believe that the most important thing now is about removing this man from Asoro before he turns Nigeria into a one-party state, and not necessarily a one-party. I don't know the level of thuggery that will happen in 2027 election, but I believe that if the 2027 election happens without this coalition, everybody's eyes will open, and by then it will be too late. I believe by then it's too late. I'll be hitting my mic here. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Francis, for that fine submission. But I just want to call your attention to the fact that the coalition is for Nigerians, and even if it's a wooden iron that the coalition presents, as far as they are united, Nigerians are going to vote for that wooden iron. We're going to have a wooden iron as president. So what is important is for the coalition to form, right? So there is no need for us to say, if it's this person, I'm going to stay at home. If it's that person, I'm going to stay at home. If another person's, other people who have their associates, their mentors also in the coalition start saying the same thing, then there will be no coalition, right?
May I tell you something?
No,
May I tell you something?
just wait. We'll have you later.
To be the master, you have to think like him.
I
Now,
agree 100% with you. I'm not doing what you said, Francis.
It's not like Tinubu does not want to be president, but he knew that Buhari had the numbers. He knew Buhari had the numbers, more than 12 million votes from the north. So he knew the numbers were there. So what he did was bring in Buhari to achieve his own. So when he got to his turn, he now used Emiloko. What that Emiloko was said in Abeokuta in a primary towards the primary.
You are correct, Francis. Thank you very
So
much.
you need to bring out someone capable to win, to take over power
I agree with you, right? But at this point, what I'm saying is that there is no need trying to mention somebody's name and said, if they present that person, we are not going to come out, to vote in that coalition, right? These guys in the coalition are politicians with experience. They have grassroots support, right? So what I'm even going to encourage us to do is, especially some of us who are interested, is to galvanize support for the coalition in our own little way, and for the Southeast people, let there be support across board, right? Reach out to people who are you're going to reach out to, galvanize support. Don't say this person is my opponent or is my eternal. See, if you see where politicians are gathered together, it will shock you as to how they are laughing about the elections. So why should you, or anybody make enemy of somebody because he didn't support, your candidate in the last election and coming down to support the coalition or supporting you? So it is politics, right? So let us understand that it is purely about interest. If your interest is to win an election, to have this country work again, then it is important you fall in line and support the coalition. Like I said, as a non-obedient from Southeast, my interest is to get my people economically and politically reintegrated at the center. We need to open up our region. We need strategic development to be in our region. We need the type of infrastructure that Muhammadu Buhari, now late, invested in the Southwest in his 8 years. You need to take account of the infrastructural development in that region for you to understand what I'm saying. If it is what we are going to get in the 8 years of the coalition's presidency, I will be satisfied. But knowing how Nigerian politics work, if you have a seat at the table, your people will not be left out. So I would like to move the mic to the next speaker now. I think Obetana. After Obetana, we'll go to Uncle Didi. After Uncle Didi, we'll go to Comrade. After Comrade, we'll go to Oji Sunday. So we have you now, Obetana.
Yeah, warmest regards to everybody online. I have to wait patiently for most of the speakers, and all what you have articulated is in line. But I will start this way. I'm obedient. I'm also an obedient who have worked vehemently well for the success of obedient and B2B. B2B don't know me, and I don't have any position in the obedient family. I work as an obedient in my corner in Rivers State, as at the last time we came out for elections. Having been in this space for over 5 or 6 hours, and all the deliberations and discussion we had here, they are in line, they are welcome. Our hosts, please time our discussions. Everybody who is in this space is important, and if the person wants to speak, let the person be heard. We should not hog the mic the whole day. Since I've been on this space over 5 or 6 hours, like I said, people who have been talking here are not more than 6. Repeatedly the same people. Please, let's have a guideline how to be discussing. Having made that clear, let us reason together, not quarrel. We should be matured enough. If we are ordinary citizens of Nigeria and we have our country at heart, we should be able to think, or we should tinker out what is best for our country, not quarrel. And since we are from different geopolitical zones, we are from different backgrounds, yes, we need to differ, we need to agree. Wherever we disagree, we should be able to leave other people to express their feeling. Also, when we express our feeling, we shouldn't hold tenaciously to it that must stand. That is the beauty of Nigeria, especially the country we find ourselves. Please, having said that too, the next thing is, what is the idea of the coalition we are talking about? The house has been built, which is ADC. That is the vehicle. What is the idea of that, or we finding ourselves in this coalition, or in this house called coalition, and in this vehicle called ADC? Why are we in this space? What exactly are we discussing? Is it for us to talk and quarrel and pass off? No. The other people, or some of our brothers here, or people here are quarreling that some people would not be what is the word there? Will be impartial when if they are brought to be delegates. Those things shouldn't be our headache now. Once the coalition mentions this is the person that will be the flag bearer, we support. If, as it is, we are thinking about P2B is good, Atiku is good, Erufai is good, Amechi is good, all these guys are great guys. Forget about the political backgrounds and what has panned out previously. We are talking about new ideas. And these new ideas is what brings us together in this space. Not quarrels, not agitations as we are trying to agitate here. No. We should give out ideas that will make that coalition a success. Some of us, I know personally what have been through because of obedience. We are not shouting, some of us. I'm not saying that I don't want that interest of the best. I want the best of Nigeria, because my children are also growing from here. We who have not relocated out of Nigeria, we still need the country to work. You who are our brothers and sisters who have relocated out of Nigeria, you can't stay out there forever. You still have relations here in Nigeria. So we need the country to work. Even if you are from APC, you are from PDP, you are wherever where you're from, and you are agreeing to this coalition, then we should tinker out something that will make it successful. Please, having said that, please, the host, this space
I've joined this space yesterday. I joined today. I decided to contribute my quota a little today. And what I want us to bear in mind is, with all these great ideas we have, if I'm rooting in for P2B, okay, this is the reason why I should root in for P2B, and this is the reason why I want this man that is supporting Atiku to support P2B. If that man that is rooting for Atiku wants me to support Atiku, he or she should be able to tell me why I should be able to support Atiku to make Atiku a success for this coalition to go for the forthcoming election in 2027. We know what we've passed through. We are permutating and calculating all what not. Please, every day has a significant thing that is different from yesterday. What has passed, but the past keeps us reminds us of what has gone through or what we have gone through. Please let what happened in 2015 not repeat itself. Some of us, some of us maybe will stake our lives. I know what I was arrested, in case you people don't know. Some obedience, no. I was arrested. I have 4 guys that worked with me. Wiki himself arrested them in the place with authority from the current is it a senator, I remember, representing Obiakpo, Kingsley Chinda. I mean, I was the one that was covering the whole of their area. I know how much they paid those people. I know when I billed them. 11 p.m. in the night. I know what some of us went through. But all those things doesn't matter. We've passed that level, some of us. I know some people are still lingering on that past event. But how can we improve? Or how can we go further than what we passed through last time? Thank God, it was only P2B that led us to this journey. Now, Atiku is on the front burner. Amechi is on the front burner. Erufai is on the front burner, and all other great guys. What can we do to support any of them that the coalition would decide that the person will go? That is why I ask, what is the idea? Not saying that this person. For now, if the coalition, the executives or the people who are in the sitting room deciding who will be, has not pointed out for us, because as it is now, I don't know. If P2B comes out, and I know that I will listen to P2B, and P2B says, okay, let's support whoever that comes out, or this is the person that is coming out from this coalition. Let's support the person. We go ahead. But for now, that has not been made known. What is the idea? Okay, can we organize? This is the way we did last time, and we did not. We failed. Let's improvise. Let's change this route. Not quarreling out on and off. Please, definitely there are bad eggs in every gathering. We shouldn't be bothered about bad people. Definitely, good people are more than bad people. In as much as Nigeria is suffering what we are suffering here because of leadership, we should continue to shop for leaders, and definitely God one day will give us a leader that will see the plight of Nigerians and solve so many issues that are burning us and that we don't like. So please, it's uncalled for us to come on the space and start bullying each other and start quarreling each other and saying frantic things that maybe when we stand together, you won't be proud to say that I said this to you. Please, I yield the mic. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Obetena, for that wonderful submission. I would like the next speaker, I think is Uncle Didi, to speak. After Uncle Didi, we'll go to Comrade, then Oji Sunday. Comrade, wait after Uncle Didi. Uncle Didi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here, Enugu. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It's very, very refreshing to be on this space because I just stumbled upon it on my timeline and then I joined. And what I've been hearing is quite refreshing. I won't lie. It has been different from all other spaces. I have to give kudos to the host and the co-host for bringing realistic um, discussions to this fora. Is very, very refreshing, I have to say. With that being said, my own issue is this. Once I hear people say PO or nothing, I then say to myself, do these people understand what is actually going on in this country? Because, like it or not, Nigeria is a country whereby so much evil has been perpetuated, where no one gets to be held accountable for. Eh? Whereby at the end of the day, mediocrity is being rewarded. Do they want to tell me that if PO doesn't get the ticket in ADC, that they will vote in Tinubu again for another 4 years? Is that what people are telling me? Is that what my own fellow Nigerians are telling me? This Tinubu? I don't know whether people have been seeing the happenings of the past 2 weeks in this country. And you people tell me that things are okay. And this is somebody that you want to reward with another 4 years? Are we now guinea pigs? Are our lives experiments? Please and please, I need people to put their thinking caps on. Like a speaker said here, think for yourself. Don't let any influencer come and influence your decisions. The way we are heading with this APC government, I'm telling you, if Tinubu comes back here maybe 2027, he might even rewrite that constitution to allow him go for another term if care is not taken. Do we want to be rewarding mediocrity at this stage in our life? What I expect from every Nigerian right now at this junction in our political history is you put politicians on their toes. Anybody that does not perform after 4 years, he should be jittery and scared that he's going to be sent back home. Not that because of it is not turn, it is south turn, it is this person turn, then you will be doing PO or nothing, or Atiku or nothing, or Erufai or nothing. We should be more mature than this right now. Right now. Because our lives are not better off. Let's not lie to ourselves. Our lives are not better off in 2025. Our lives are not better off when it was in 2015, 2016, 2017. You don't even have value of things anymore in the country. You don't even know what's going on. You'll be spending hundreds of thousands on a daily. And people think it's just about Twitter retweet and likes. People are saying PO or nothing. People are insulting each other on the TL. People are insulting each other. So after 2027, election will not hold in Nigeria again, Abi. So there's no 2031. Please, we need to address and we need to look at all these things very, very carefully. We can't at this juncture in our life, in our political history, be saying we want to be going through the Messiah route anymore. No politician, I repeat, no politician has the power to change this country alone. No politician has the power to change this country alone. This country can only change if all of us put our hands together. The country is bigger than any politician, be it whomsoever. Politicians are all the same. Let them not deceive you. Politicians are all the same. Sometimes when I see some people tweet some things, I then go to their pages and then I say, okay, let me check. And then you find out that most of these people, they are neophytes. They just started maybe supporting, doing politics 2023 when Peter Obi came on board. And then you just say, okay, let me just wave this thing and just. But we need to do better, please. my fellow Nigerians. The TL has been very toxic this past couple of weeks. We need to come together and support the coalition. And for what it's worth, the leaders in the coalition are keeping their cards close to their chest. They have not yet come out to tell you their next move, or who will become the flag bearer, or who will do this, or who will do that. But trust me, they know amongst themselves because they are politicians. Do you think they will just come together like that and they don't know what they are doing, or they have not discussed what they are going to do? Right now, there is an opportunity, and if we organize ourselves, if we put sentiments and emotions aside, we'll send this Bola Ahmed back 2027, no doubt about it. But if we want to repeat what we did in 2023, eh? Yeah. I yield.
All right, thank you. Your last exclamation, says it all. That yeah, actually says a lot about what you mean, right? Thank you very much, comrade. Greetings to you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Good. Thank you. Good. Good discussion so far. Yeah, I think I was better off listening. Yeah, because yes, I like the diverse opinion that is bringing sanity to this coalition discussion once again. For me, I was almost, maybe living. Say okay. I on some level I like the madness happening because sometimes to cure madness, the antidote for madness is madness. Yeah. So I want everybody to pour it out. You understand? At the end of the day, everybody will come to their senses very early in this coalition discussion. Yeah, because the question I keep asking anybody whether they do P or nothing, article or nothing, I have no issue with that. But man, show me your pathway to Aso Rock. Yeah, just come and prove to me that you're not bluffing. If you show me your pathway and there's a reasonable pathway, I fit even follow if they do the P or nothing, article or nothing.
They will say you should go and fight. We should go and fight.
And that is the thing. We don't know that thing had happened in 2023. What the feedback from 2023 election is, you don't have the capacity to do P or nothing. So don't gaslight anybody. I repeat, you don't have the capacity to do a P or nothing. Yeah? Uh-huh. The rig and die, you don't have the capacity to do it. Let's be honest. So anybody will they tell you P or nothing, and that person is, I like Ivory, thank you for that part of your submission. Yeah. If you are doing P or nothing and you are you are doing P or nothing from overseas location, yeah. I think Nigerians in Nigeria, that is contemplating to do P or not with you, should ask you one vital question. Okay, if I follow you do this P or nothing, and the thing doesn't work, will you finance me and my family for the next 4 years? Because remember, that nothing means Tinubu. The same Tinubu, okay, that have drive more Nigerians to poverty. Okay, insecurity all time high. Yeah, the people of Benue, how many people will die again for you to get nothing? That your ideological satisfaction. So the stakes are too high. But nothing for you living in US, in Canada, in UK. Nothing means you go back to eating your burger and chips as if nothing happened. Yeah, you move on. You get your free health care. Your kids continue their free education. You get all the subsidies. 24 hours electricity. So nothing, nothing means something for you actually. But nothing actually means nothing for Nigerians in Nigeria. So before you deceive them to their self-destruct, yeah, I want you to make a commitment here that if this nothing comes to fruition, you will finance them and their household for the next 4 years. So if you don't have a skin in the game, don't stay in overseas location and be doing nothing. Nigerians don't want nothing. Nigerians want something. So let's get that clear. And if you are listening, and Nigerians in Nigeria are my target audience in this discussion. When somebody is telling you P or nothing, ask yourself two questions. Can I survive with nothing? And can the person say nothing survive with? If you guys are the same place in the socioeconomic ladder, then fine. But if that person is in US doing nothing, run for your life. I repeat, run for your life. So we'll put that aside. I think some of the premise of this whole discussion. See, um, Peter Obi is good. I'm fine with a Peter Obi's presidency in this coalition. And make no mistake, and Atiku's presidency is also good too for this coalition. Yeah, I mean, like, Atiku cannot be worse than Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Buhari combined. We all know that. Even Obi knows that. That's why Obi agreed to become his vice in 2019. For all the accusation you have against Atiku, that was since 2007. Obi thought otherwise. Obi went to do VP for him. So you cannot be making a different argument here. And Obi thinks otherwise. So it's either there's an error in your own judgment or there's an error in Obi's judgment, right? So if I go into a campaign, Obi is the flag bearer, I will campaign very fine, beautifully well for him because I have materials. If I go into the election and Atiku is the candidate, all I have to do is to look at the argument to be made for Atiku. So I still have materials to campaign for Atiku. Yeah? And because cast your mind back to the Atiku Obasanjo presidency, that was the good old days when Nigeria looks back in nostalgia. The economy was blossoming. Yeah? Security was not like this. Boko Haram, nobody they hear of Boko Haram then. Yeah? Remember, this was the same Atiku that went against the political establishment to choose Obi. Ekwemadu thought it would be him. The entire Southeast position, they went against that ticket in 2019. So, if you ask me, I'll tell you, this guy means well for the country, even when it affects his election. If he wants to grab power in 2019, he would have gone for Ekwemadu, the deputy speaker of the Senate then. But he went against political establishment. Yeah? That will sabotage his election. So, if you ask me, this guy means well for the country. So I know why I am speaking to the Atiku issue, because people want to make a different argument. The same Atiku that went to Chicago and and litigated for Bola Ahmed Tinubu certificate, and he became the darling of Nigeria. Don't forget, that is the same Atiku we are talking about here. How do we forget so soon? During the End Bad Governance protest, it was the same Atiku that was issuing die-hard threat to Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Nigerian army from killing protesters in the streets. Don't forget that. He was not sugarcoating, giving diplomatic statements. He was threatening the Nigerian military. If you kill any Nigerians in the streets, you will pay for it. Go and look at his tweets. They are there. And we love Atiku then. How do we now hate him now? I think at the end of the day, I want to see everybody part where they do be or not Atiku or nothing. Yeah? Because now, for my obedient brothers and sisters, the option to go back to the Labour Party is not viable. Because a lot of obedient, we are not going to be used to further enrich Abure and his thieves again. Let's be clear about that. Yeah, there's no pathway there. So I think the honorable thing to do is to, when you are in a coalition partnership with people, you negotiate in good faith. You cannot be in partnership with people and you are insulting them. And the same with Atiku supporters. You cannot be in partnership with people and you are insulting them. So at the end of the day, we know say nobody is living in this coalition. Even if you are living in this coalition, you don't have any pathway. Let us come to that realization. So anybody calling anybody's bluff will be perfectly fine. So let us all come in good faith and discuss this coalition. Me, I don't get much to say, yeah? One final thing I want to say is to speak against, I think, another argument. Because now this thing is about Atiku and Obi. Everybody don't pretend like Amechi no exists. So let us work with that argument. The whole argument that power must come back to the South. The same weak case argument. The same weak case argument is what people are propagating today. Power must come back to the South. APC is playing the drums and you are dancing. You are dancing to the APC drum today. But the problem with that argument is that we not make this argument back then from the obedient perspective in 2023. In short, Obi was on record saying, don't vote for me because I am from the Southeast. In fact, Obi said It is nobody's turn. It is the turn of Nigeria. So how come we are saying it is? Because remember, I mean, like these are the facts of the issue. So I want us to be consistent in our argument. Are we back to a Milocom politics or not? Right? If we are not going to do a Milocom politics, if it is not the turn of anybody but the turn of Nigerians, please let us jettison the southern, northern argument. And believe me, the argument you make today that is in your favor will work against you today, tomorrow. And even if Atiku contest, right? Let us say the worst case scenario, because I want to go and contest this thing. Because I believe that the first test of the capability.
What happened to Comrade? Is it just me?
Enemies are after his phone. They are
The
after him.
opposition people are after his data.
Okay,
They don't want us to
Is
unite. So
Tinubu
anything
that
we
is
need
when you
to
have
assist.
equipped yourself to go and play the general election. So if they give you a B or nothing, article or nothing,
you see, but Tinubu is disturbing his
We
mic.
No
need to
cheaters,
stop
say
though.
the lie now.
Comrade, are you there? Okay,
I think he's
okay.
having a call.
Yes, yes. Well, I think we'll move to Sunday Oji. Then from Sunday Oji, we'll move to Onyeka. After Onyeka, we'll go to
Two cheaters, see
Malam.
the lie.
Okay, sorry. After Onyi, we'll go to Be Wise, then Malam. So, Oji Sunday, you have the
I know
mic.
what talk, I beg. Don't give me mic.
Okay.
I won't listen.
Okay, sorry. After Oji Sunday, then we'll go to Malam. After
Uh,
Oji Sunday, we'll go to Onyi and then Malam. Greetings to you, Oji.
all right, brother. Good evening to everyone. Thanks for organizing this space. It's after a very toxic week on Twitter. I'm so pleased we are coming back to sanity a bit. But I want to point out something before I speak on the topic. I think that we should be mindful of propaganda, which is sowing division between the obedience and the articulate. There are spaces, there are accounts that if you look at them, they will be pushing Obi or nothing. But if you take time to go through their timeline, you will see that they are APC supporters actually. I was just in a space in the afternoon organized by APC people, and the topic was Obi on will Atiku betray Obi the second time? So, and I thought this was a discussion like people trying to reason how things can possibly work. But when I checked the people who were in the space much later, somebody here, I think is in the space here, kindly drew my attention that this is an APC space, you see. And there they were saying, no, if it is not Obi, never. I was like, where is this venom coming from? This much anger, this much division. So, and I was trying to preach peace. I didn't know that these were just APC people who were trying to create chaos for themselves and for the coalition. And then I decided to start checking out some of the accounts. And majority of those accounts who were leading that particular space that had close to 200 to 300 persons were APC supporters. And then I began to review some tweets on Twitter from the pages that have been pushing some of those things. And I saw that many of them are also APC supporters. So we need to be circumspect. We need to know when the enemy has come upon us with a certain strategy. Because, like somebody said here, if Obi, who is smart, who has been a governor, who has headed a bank, who is very intelligent, who knows these politicians close enough, deems it fit to sit down with them and discuss, there must be a certain level of credibility across to them. And we need to trust his judgment. We may have our concerns, because for someone like me personally, I'm not saying this is the most superior view in the world, but for someone like me personally, if you ask me to handpick who should be Nigeria's president, I will say Obi. But if it comes down to removing something as bad as this APC government, any alternative route with the people I see in this coalition, would offer some hope, at least some hope for progress. Maybe we should come together and ask ourselves, if Atiku wins, if it eventually happens that Atiku and Obi are on the ticket or Obi and Erufai, what should be our strategy? If Obi can embrace this, Obi can speak to these men, if he's willing to sit down with them on the table, then we should trust his judgment. I don't think Obi is somebody who is so unintelligent. What have we even experienced that he has not experienced? Like what have we known in politics that he doesn't know? And yet we have a leader who can listen. So we don't even have any problem with, like, if it comes to the point where we have anything we don't agree with, that Obi listen to us, you know. He hears the voice of the people, he responds to the voice of the people, he has his ears everywhere to follow the path which is favorable for the people. So I would recommend two things. Number one, that we are mindful of who is sowing this division among, so that we don't fall victim of it. Number two, that we will be open-minded. Frankly speaking, we need the coalition to win. Obedience needed. I'm not a Nigerian who speaks from Lagos. I've been to all the states in the country. It's going to make a substantial amount of difference. I've lived in the north. I've lived in Taraba for like 8 years. I was born there. And then I lived here in Lagos for a couple of years, and I lived in Southeast for a couple of years. So I'm not a Nigerian who speaks from not having known the country well enough. I haven't lived in all the parts. I have a lot of Hausa friends, and then the Yoruba ones and the ones from the East. If you can strike that balance, between Obi's ticket and a strong northern ticket, you would be completely fine. And if Atiku himself can strike that balance of a northern ticket versus a southern ticket, he will not have problem. And the profile which Obi has today is not the same as 2019, for those who are making that comparison. Obi has built followership of his own, because the people who follow him have seen his ideas, his identity, they trust him. What I would rather say we should propose is a situation where, if there's going to be any coalition that will give Atiku power, then there has to be certain agreements reached. That will mean that if this 4 years is taken, then you will use that 4 years to set up the country very, very well. And then in the next 4 years, you will reverse the ticket. See, the reason why we are in a very difficult situation at the moment is because we have not had the opportunity to effect the reforms that are needed in the electoral process, to effect the reforms that are needed in the judiciary, to dismantle the state capture of different institutions. So if you eventually elect Atiku in a ticket that Obi is involved, you can be so certain that a certain level of accountability will be in that government. And our work as citizens will be to pressure them restlessly to work with that 4 years. Because the easiest way to win an election is to have evidence. When Obi says go and verify, that's why it was so easy for him to pull all the pull he pulled. So if they get that 4 years, whether it's Atiku or Obi, our work is to make sure that they don't rest a day. They work for Nigerians, they transform institutions, they bring tangible results. And by the time Nigerians have seen a very remarkable difference between their life in this APC and their life in ADC in 4 years, when you go back to them with any candidate in 2031, they will accept you. Because everybody knows the difference between eating well and being hungry. Everybody knows the difference between paying ransom and being safe. Everybody knows the difference between 24 hours power supply and not having power. So we shouldn't be so concerned about who and who is not there. We should be concerned about whoever gets there does not disappoint us. Because remember, some of us here, we supported Buhari, me personally. And my understanding was that we needed somebody who has financial prudence, who has discipline. I mean, I supported in the first one, or not in the second one, that first one. Because I felt when you see what the analysts they were doing with our national money, in National Assembly those days, and Jonathan couldn't call. I was feeling to myself, okay, I'll round off, that we needed somebody to show strong financial, like that would be so harsh, that would be so hard on politicians, on thieves, on everything, and so on and so forth. But it turned out that expectation was dashed. So if you want Obi's political future to be prosperous, what it means is if he gets into this coalition, make sure that whoever becomes whatever leader of that coalition delivers for the people. Then when we now want to campaign in 2031, we will not have to fabricate facts. We will not have to alter the GDP figures. We will not have to rebase the economy to develop positive statistics for a failing economy. Then
INEC will be under our control. INEC will be
exactly
under our control. That's what people are not getting.
all the electoral reforms you want to pass, whether you want people to vote with their thumbprint, in the case, because if people vote with thumbprint, there is not, the vote will reflect directly on the server. It will even need come and count 1, 2, 3, LP1, LP2, APC. No, people with thumbprint, it will go straight to the server. Anyway, let me stop because I think others have also interesting views to share. But let us look at the bigger picture. That's what I'm saying. This division will not help us. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sunday, for that wonderful submission. Very important is that we need to make sure that we set our priorities right. For those who are saying will be or nothing, ask yourself, if you lose that election, what is going to be in for you? I am not an obedient. Myself and a lot of other persons who are not obedient are looking for ways we can reintegrate my region, Southeast, into the mainstream of national politics, not just in political leadership, but in economic development. So when you ask yourself bitter questions and you respond to it as to how many research institutes is in Southeast, how many development agencies are in Southeast, what access do you have to bring your goods through waters in Southeast? What do you have to brag about? What is the source of your revenue in Southeast outside market? So if you ask yourself these things, then you have to really tell yourself, this is what I desire, right? The coalition is a vehicle for us to achieve that. So if it's P2B that is a candidate, no problem. If it is Atiku Abubakar, no problem. But connecting our people economically and politically to the center where our people will have to sit at this table is very important to me, right? Politics is about service. Any opportunity given to be a P2B or even you on this platform to serve, take it and serve the country. It is about service. It is not about any personal individual. So let us actually put our priorities straight. Obi or nothing, the last time Abel vice president in 1979, right? You saw what Shagari and Ikweme did to change the fate of the country. Now that there is stability in a democratic process, if the coalition presents a viable alternative, which I believe they will do, then we'll vote for it and ensure that the economic prosperity of not just one region, but the entire regions in the country is actually prioritized, and that no one region is taking about 15 ministers and the other region is taking about just 2 ministers or 4 ministers. So that is just my own interest for the growth of my own region, the Southeast. And I believe we all have our own interest. Onyi, you have the mic. Thank you. After you, then we'll move to Malam Green.
All right, thank you very much. Let me just quickly say this. Thank you. Like my brother, I will keep educating people. Because Igbo people say that the mechanic amozi amara ndị bụ ndị ara. Ndị mechanic abi ekwozi amara ndị bụ ndị ara, which it means in English that make people that are mechanic, due to the kind of clothes they are wearing, they don't let us to already know the difference between mad people and the people that are actually mechanics with their clothes. Yes. Olarotimi, the great playwright, he said in his book, The Gods Are Not to Be Blamed, he said that all lizard lies prostrate. How can we know the one that is suffering from belly ache? Do you understand? So, my brother Oji Sunday, you mentioned about your discovery today. We have been ringing this thing. And this is what people like me, personally, we keep ringing. It is not only APC members that are in that space or any space you see where people masquerade as if they are obedient, or they masquerade as if they are well-meaning Nigerians for the coalition. We have also the Wike faction of PD. Now, Wike, what is his name? Tinubu has already directed him to go and bring land to build APC headquarters. So anybody you see that is in PDP or that is pushing for, ask the person, are you Wike faction or are you for the coalition? The same Olaro Timi said in that his book that a monkey and a gorilla can claim oneness, but a monkey is a monkey while a gorilla is a gorilla. That the mangrove tree can dwell in the river, but that does not make it a crocodile. There is this particular individual. He usually hosts spaces every morning before. Maybe his subscription has finished now, but whenever they give him a new subscription now, he will start 5 a.m., 4 a.m. He will ambush you with a space, gather APC members and some of all these Yoruba Nation. You know, they have released Sunday Igboho too. They have released Sunday Igboho to now start bringing ethnic distinct. So all of them are in cahoots. So he will invite, especially you will see Sunday Igboho members in that particular space pushing Obi or nothing. So my brother Sunday Oji, for people like you that might not have known, this has been their modus operandi and we predicted this as Igwurube. People like me and Igwurube has predicted this thing months ago. That same individual is in that particular space you're talking about, laughing cheekily, laughing heartily at the way probably or purportedly the opposition is in disarray. And this is the same person telling you Obi or nothing, and he is happy that the opposition is probably in disarray. That should tell you something. Let me give you this adage, and I will keep saying it again. When a naked person is giving you clothes, you have to be very careful. When a naked person is giving you clothes, you need to be very careful. Somebody is not wearing clothes, but he is offering you clothes. You need to be very careful. So this is what these people are doing. It's just like in football. Arsene Wenger and Alex Ferguson. Arsene Wenger coaching Arsenal and Alex Ferguson coaching Man United. And then they want to play a FA Cup final. And you remember, I mean, you know, we are old school. You remember Van Nistelrooy, former Man United striker. Arsene Wenger is telling Alex Ferguson, don't play Van Nistelrooy, don't play Van Nistelrooy. Play David Bellion. Play Saha. Don't play Van Nistelrooy. Don't play Roy Keane. Play David May. Don't put Schmeichel. You know Schmeichel, that former Denmark goalkeeper. No, don't play him. Play Andy Carroll. Put Andy Carroll in the post. Don't, you see, this is exactly what APC are doing. Oh, no. Don't play Casido of Chelsea during the World Cup. Play Chukwuemeka. Don't play Palmer for those people that are chasing. Onyi. Let me, in addition to what you're saying, in 2013, because in 2013, Premier League, Man United had lost at Alex Ferguson, and Alex Ferguson handed over the seat to David Moyes. And the calamitous season and the generation of Man United inserted immediately, and United became a free for all. In the whole Premier League, Manchester United and Liverpool are the worst rival that they don't sell. That is, in fact, there is nothing that we make a Man United in fact, there is nothing that we bring Man United player, old player, or current player together. They don't sell to each other. They don't share anything together. When Michael Owen left for Manchester United, from Liverpool to Manchester United, under Alex Ferguson, Man United Liverpool nearly took him out of the list of the Hall of the list of the in the Hall of Fame, right? Man United could not even associate themselves with Owen. Owen just went to that place and got Premier League title and left because of his personal relationship with Man United. Now with Alex Ferguson, when Man United was sinking, they were looking for a manager to rescue them. Jose Mourinho was out of job. When the news broke out that Man United was now going for Mourinho, the entire old Liverpool players, they are the ones in control of media, football punditry in the UK, went against Mourinho and said Mourinho had bad record. He fight with players, he lose this. Man United is a great club. They don't need this kind of coach in this time.
That he plays defensive game. He plays defensive game.
Yes. He plays ugly football. This is not Man United of this thing. Do you know what? Man United fans started falling for what Liverpool old players were saying on the media, right? Gary Neville was just a new voice in Sky Sports. Gary Neville just came on and warned the United fans and said, the moment Liverpool ex-players and Liverpool started speaking good about them, let us look inward. At what point did Liverpool fall in love with Man United to make choice of their own manager, to tell them for that he is, even if Mourinho is going to pack bus and trailer, he is calling the team and the management to employ Mourinho. And that was how Mourinho was employed. And ever since that time, that was the last. Mourinho era was the last Man United lifted a trophy. However, Mourinho was the last man to lift a trophy while Liverpool as a team have been going on, winning Champions League and all that. You go to the football media banter and see that Man United team supporters cannot open their mouth and talk anything. Liverpool will descend on them because they want them to be signed. So when APC start telling you as a coalition or as obedient what you need to hear and how
not
to
only
position,
a weaker faction too,
weaker faction. You ask yourself, at what point did these same people who are on about to humiliate P2B is now the opinion champion and the visionaries ready to rescue P2B or to make the choice? But, well, like I said, I am not obedient and I don't intend to be one. It is your choice to fall for APC game. It is your choice to say, no, we have to make our own decision. We have to support our principal to make his own decision. We don't want APC input. Otherwise, you will come back in 2023 or 2027 and sing our eyes on judiciary. Oh, you carry on, my brother.
Thank you very much, Igwurube. So that's what I'm saying. If a naked woman is offering you clothes or a naked person is offering you, you have to be careful. The last club watch, they say, oh, no, don't play Parma. You are playing PSG or your opponent. Then the coach and the supporter say, no, don't play Parma. So, my brothers and sisters, those of us that don't know, me and Igwurube has predicted this thing long time ago. We have predicted it. Not only in fact, the most dangerous ones are the weaker faction of PDP. Because that one, you would think they are for you. Because if APC, if you go to their wall, you will see, you can easily decipher their intent. But you see the weak.
Onika, to count me, I've already deciphered them since. I beg, I'm an obedient.
Exactly.
Anybody?
So we know them. Even this, my sister Avery has gone there one day. She didn't know. I was laughing. They were manipulating her. But we know. So what am I trying to say? That is by the way. So that we know who we are actually against. Because these people
And Onyeka, do you know what? I want to add one thing. Sorry, please, about what Comrade said. I think he had a connection problem or something. You know, even if the ones that are abroad, are coming now to tell us, okay, Peter Obi or nothing, articulates are coming to tell us Atiku or nothing. All that kind of dribble, crisscross, and everything. Since Onyekachi, since this thing started, we've been talking about it for the past weeks. We are afraid of the ripple effect, the ripple effect. Thank God we know we've been on this space for hours, and this is what exactly happened when they were telling us, okay, why are you holding spaces simply because people are saying Peter will be or nothing or Atiku or nothing. Then we're like cautioning them, the ripple effect it's going to have, on Nigerians, you understand? And then there's one thing that really amazes me all the time, is I come from the north, and always it baffles me because where I work, I work at an international level where I represent Nigeria. So I am a Nigerian. Please try carrying your Nigerian passport anywhere, and then go out there and see how well you will be respected against other nationalities and against other, when you're carrying another passport. So I carry two kinds of passport, and then when the way you are treated when you are carrying that your Nigerian passport, then you now come back and talk. You understand? Know that this country is going down. Wherever you go, your leader is even mocked at. It is a generalization of the whole country. It is not Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo at all. I don't know how people, are conditioned. I don't understand, and it's incomprehensible to me, because I grew up, in the south, and I lived in the north. Everywhere, I'm all around the country, so all I see is friends all around me. So I cannot even bear saying right now, outrightly coming out and saying, okay, the southerners, the easterners, no, the northerners, and everything. I have friends from all over the country. So I don't know why it is so difficult for us to identify ourselves as Nigerians. You understand? First, let us identify ourselves. Why don't we fight on the streets? Why will I go to the market and buy from an Igbo woman, and we'll exchange banters in the market, and then we come online and fight? Why will I go to the supermarket paying to the cashier who is from the east, and we'll have our jokes and everything, then we'll go all home, happy? Why would I go to the salon? The woman washing my hair is, Igbo or Yoruba, and then we'll have a nice day. Then when we come online, then we are now different. Why? Why are we not, why are we making something out of nothing? Out of nothing. While we know that this is not the true situation of the country, why are we creating problems for ourselves? So I don't want to hog onto the mic too much.
Okay,
Please, you
thank you.
can
Let me just
continue.
make this point. Thank you. Now, that is by the way. Another point is that, Igwurube, you are talking about Bishop Kuka and the rest of them. Because that is why my brother, is it Francis that was, I'm not sure. See, when Tinubu when Tinubu won the 2023 election by dividing the opposition, he did something. Those areas where he struggled to get votes, he went, and now he's the president, so it's easier for him. He has told the APC people to wait for a bit for, I think, meeting or convention so that they will receive more people. Yesterday, the two PDP senators from Akwa Ibom decamped to APC. There have been decamping galore in the south of Nigeria. Wike is now ruling Edo State by proxy. Wike is now ruling Edo State by proxy, together with Oshomole. So what it means is that Akwa Ibom State governor, those governors are inconsequential, though. They cannot tell the people who to go and vote. But the issue is that with that Wike's template used in River State, they can rig the election and you cannot do anything. You see, this is the problem. So, Igwurube, do you know that they have appointed new APC national chairman after Ganduje resigned due to health issue? Do you know who he is? Yelwada Nentewe from Plateau State, a Christian. Yelwada Nentewe, a Christian. That was who Tinubu appointed as the APC national chairman. So what does that tell you? Tinubu is going for Goodluck Jonathan pattern map of 2011. That is what Tinubu is going for. But my brothers and sisters are not seeing that map. That particular stronghold where the people that are saying Obi or nothing are depending on, that is exactly where Tinubu has decimated. He has decimated it, and he comes with different strategies. In the South, he will go with rigging. People like Wike, Akpabio, governor of Akwa Ibom, governor of Delta. In fact, Wike is controlling River State now because Fubara, they will reinstate him very soon. He's now a lame duck. Fubara is now a lame duck. So Wike is controlling 2 states now by proxy, Edo and River State. You get? Now, those 2 people are now in North Central. I mean about North Central Christian, because North Central is different from what some of us think. In North Central, Tinubu has used appointment and buying them over to conquer a lot part of the North Central Christians. And like I said, Igwurube, as you know, majority, 70 to 75% or even 80% of my classmates in the secondary school are Northern Christians. And I still communicate with them now. I know the song they were singing in 2023. I know the song they are singing now. I know the song they are singing now because the Chief of Defense Staff, Mr. Cook, Bishop Cooker, a lot of all those their bishops in Ekwa, NKST, ERCC, Cooking Church. You know, these are some of the churches of Middle Belt Christian, Cooking Church, NKST, Ekwa, ERCC, Ekwa Good News, a lot of all those churches, they have bought over their bishops. Tinubu has bought over all their bishops. If you go to churches now in North Central, Middle Belt churches, they are now almost campaigning for Tinubu. They have bought over all of them. Now he has employed a Christian as the APC chairman. So what is that telling you? So you come here, you are shouting, this so person or nothing, this thing or nothing. You think you still have your stronghold intact. My relatives that are staying in Lagos, no, we will be giving instances. During the local government election in Lagos, I asked them, I tell them, are you not? They told me, see, I am not going anywhere. But I know that when the coalition comes in full force, because I've been trying to mobilize a lot of people for the coalition. But they were telling me that Lagos is not even safe for them to go and vote. So it is not the same scenario anymore. When we tell people they don't want to listen, just like Enugu have said, enter this thing, contest the primary election, is you hide it. If once we win, we will mobilize. We will mobilize. We will try to win the primary election. Once we win, the people you are in the coalition with, we know that yes, you are with them. That is why you contested. Just like what Amechi said, anybody that wins, we support. Amechi said it yesterday. Contest. People will say, okay, this person contested. Atiku has lost primary election before in 2011 and in 2015, and he did not leave the party. So who told you he cannot lose the primary election? He has lost before. And when he lost, he supported the party. Even when he knew that Buhari becoming the president will block his way, he still supported Buhari in 2015. Why didn't he leave? So if that happened, the North and other regions, they are going to support us. And we are going to win this election. But peradventure, in an unlikely situation where we did not get the ticket, or even maybe Atiku or anybody gets the ticket, that's fine. ADC is where our interest is protected, just like Enugu said. Not in APC. APC, our interest is not protected. In APC, once we go in there, we win the ticket, we go and contest and win. Once we go in there, we didn't get the ticket. I mean, not getting the ticket does not mean it's a doom and gloom. We go and get it. For people saying northern and southern, the only people pushing that north and south agenda is the PDP, Wike faction, and APC people. Those are the people pushing that narrative. We know them on this, and we know them. The PDP, Wike faction. So the obedience that started politics in 2022, some obedience, because if you see majority of obedience, they get the memo and they are supporting the coalition. But there are few people, young people that some people will tell you, oh, they are in primary school in 2015. So you know that they are young. So these are the people that APC in Wike faction of PDP, we gather them in spaces, bring some Yoruba Nation individual, make them co-host, and then bring some APC people, and then begin to put in nonsense into their head. So this is the issue. So we need to know this thing. Obi or nothing, that nothing you are seeing there is Tinubu. Tinubu gave Southwest 11 ministers and gave Southeast only 5. Out of that 5, only Dave Umahi is the only senior minister there. What does that tell you? And they will say South. No, it's not South. South means all of us are enjoying. Oh, you accuse Buhari of nepotism of the North. At least all the geopolitical region in the North, we are getting appointments. Not Central, not East, not West. You wouldn't even know the difference. But this time around, it is the Southwest that is enjoying this government. And that is not how Southern solidarity is. So as far as we are concerned, the North, if North is where we will, after all, Buhari is from the North now. He did second Niger Bridge for us. So if the North will rule for 1 million years, as long as we are in the government and our interest is being protected, please give me that North. Give me that North. Ndị Igbo si na nwanne dị na mba. Nwanne dị na mba. Who is your brother? The Bible says, who is your brother? Your brother is that person that when you see him, according to Jesus Christ, when you see him, when you are sick, he attends to you. When you are hungry, he gives you food. Your brother is not that person that just say. The Bible say that it's not those people that say, Lord, Lord, will inherit the kingdom of heaven. So all those people saying southern whatever is nonsense. All of us.
Wait,
Wait,
let me
let
second
me
you
let me
on
just
this
finish
as
in
a
the next 30
northerner.
seconds. Next 30 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
South and North or anything, or in ADC, we are the same. We are the same. As I am like this, I have friends from the North, I have friends from the South, I have Yoruba friend, I have Hausa friend, I have Fulani friend, I have Igbo friend, I have friends from the Niger Delta, and everywhere. We are Nigerians. APC is the only party pushing tribal narrative. We have made it clear. ADC is party for all Nigerians, but APC is the party doing division, South, North, South, South. That is the only party doing it. And they have already absorbed another tribal politician called Wike into their fold. You know, they say like terms attract. Like terms attract. Wike is a tribal politician. He has been the person mounting this southern distance. APC has attracted him. So it's just like in quadratic equation where they say attract like terms. You collect like terms. APC have collected like terms in people like Wike, a chief in tribalism, a chief in banditry, a chief in election rigging, a chief in embezzlement, a chief in division. That is what Wike is. APC have attracted him. So we need to be very careful. Thank you.
All right. I don't have the co-host this thing, but then I think he's supposed to be Malam more green. I had called him earlier. Don't know if I had spoken before.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me start by saying that I thank everybody, particularly Ima and his friends that took the fight to my fellow obedient. Ima, I think you have sent your message. Let everybody fall back to their shells so that we will build what we are supposed to build. The message has been sent. As a matter of fact, there has been so many tagging me, telling me to come for peace talk. We will go and answer their call. We will listen to them carefully. If they don't speak well, we will let you know. But for now, let us just bury the hatchet for now and work together, because the purpose of the coalition is to work together as one. Because the first 2 days was a very bad day for APC. Before this, some of my comrades started moving mad, and some PDP guys started moving mad. But at least it's good that everybody exhausts their energy very early, so that as we move forward, we are moving in the right direction. So I want to appreciate everybody for what they have done. I believe that this lasting resolve, this resolve will be a lasting resolve that will not go back to the days people will start telling us how ugly the other candidate look. And those that were involved, I will urge everybody to start doing some deleting, because APC guys are watching. Let them not confront us with that in the near future, because I know them for who they are. These guys are devil himself. They know how to calculate. They wait for your mistakes, and they will use it and rub it in your face and say, this is you. Away from that, I believe comrades have said it all. We will not continue to flog this horse, but we will preach unity. I don't want to be seeing CBO on the timeline. I want to recruit PDP, Erufai, Ben, and everybody to chase him out. I don't like CBO. I want him out completely, where he will not have anywhere to sell his gas, because that is the aim. We need to push Tinubu back to Iragbeji Market Square. From there, he can locate his family. He can locate his Agbele, because at the stance today, we don't know his parents. So when he reach there, he will look for the person.
See the way you pronounce it. See the way you pronounce Agwele.
Agbele, say at the we dey try small now. So he must look for your Agbele, so that they will tell him, they will show him his ancestral inheritance, because Lagos is not his ancestral inheritance. We know that. We are not only chasing him out of Aso Rock, we must chase him out of Aso Rock to Osun State. Then him and the Aregbesola will settle their scores there. And I know Aregbesola will deal with him very, very well. So I don't think I have anything to say again. All I just need everybody to understand is that we need to move forward. Let's bind together and fight a common enemy. Coming together is not a victory for us. Coming together is not a victory for us, but it's an opportunity. It is a fighting chance. Don't think that we've come together now, or we're about to come together means that we will win. If anybody is telling you that, the person is lying to you. It means that we have a fighting chance. Our duty and our responsibility as people of coalition is to bring out the ills of Tinubu. Send this message across every nook and cranny of this country. Make people to understand the dangers of having Tinubu the second term. Tinubu reminds me of one of my very good old friend. For those that come from Anambra State, go and ask them the man they call Eriba Agwagunalo. He's a very rich man. He was doing very well. He's into aluminum roofing sheet. And then, suddenly, as he was getting old, his children started pressing his money in calculator, and there was a man from our called Dandroka. He told him, Eribe, this one they are pressing your money in calculator, it means that they go Google, meaning that your money will soon finish. And after some time, Eribe Agwago, meaning that no matter how much you eat the money can never finish. The money finished. What we are seeing today is that Tinubu is pressing our money on the internet to rebase the economy, GDP, get a higher one, get a lower one. All those things does not translate to anything because the people are hungry. The people cannot afford to pay their rent. The people cannot afford to pay their children's school fees. People are beggars. These guys have automated everybody to be a beggar. If we are calling our diaspora friends today now, they are afraid of us. They don't want to answer our call because they believe that it might be a problem. Don't answer this call, oh. And that has been our problem today. So we must kick him out. And we must do that as a clarion call. Don't let anybody deceive you. Obi have told us in 2023 that this is the turn of the Nigerian people. Nobody will introduce any turn of anybody. These are words of Obi. Don't vote for me because I am an Igbo man. I am from Southeast. I am from this thing. It is the turn of the Nigerian people. And it remains the same today. Nobody will change this goalpost. On this hill, I will die. So anybody preaching the turn of the southern Nigeria or the turn of northern Nigeria does not know what he's talking about. The only turn is the turn of Tinubu to exit Aso Rock.
Malam, let me even help you on this. Obasanjo was from Abeokuta, right? How did the Obasanjo government
Yes.
translate to Abeokuta getting better? Abeokuta, not Ogun State, to Abeokuta as a city, as a town. How did the Obasanjo presidency affect Abeokuta as a city? Nothing happened in Abeokuta. For 8 years, Obasanjo was
Yes,
governor,
people
president of
have been
Abeokuta.
waiting. Sorry,
Nothing
can you
happened.
just allow this guy finish so other people talk? I mean,
Nobody go finish. I just make a
no,
letter, no say nothing,
let-
all this started agenda and
if it's
just
not like
discussion of life.
nobody's going to speak, let him finish. Then someone else.
Nnayelugo, calm down. He is helping to buttress my
So
point.
everybody's waiting for you. We can all understand what
Yes,
you're saying.
yes,
Just move on. Let us.
yes. Calm down, calm down. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that bullet point. Because whenever we hear that, also remember that Otafam Road is a complete and a total mess. And Obasanjo was the president for 8 years. So it is not the turn of the South, it is not the turn of the North, it is the turn of the Nigerian. So, and any Nigerian can be a president of this country. So let nobody come to you with this preaching of it is the turn of the North, it is the turn of the South, it's the turn of Southeast. I heard a very despicable fellow in the person of Mark Noon. This guy was the same guy that told you that the blood of an Igbo man is worse than a HIV blood. That it is better that you inject HIV in your blood than to inject a Southeasterner blood. But he is one preaching that it is the turn of Southeast. While he's an ardent supporter of Tinubu, he's preaching to you that it is the turn of Southeast. I try to, try to understand that thing. I don't know what to make of it. These things are snake oil of division. They will incite it into your head. You will start fuming from your mouth, thinking that these people are speaking for you. What they are doing to you is to create a division. There can never be any man that will be worse than Tinubu. Because while we've had so many corrupt leaders, we've never had anyone that the people confirm to be corrupt. That nobody, even the handlers of Tinubu, will defend him on the account of corruption.
Drug dealer.
I don't want to talk about the drug dealer. Let's continue with corruption that has been our problem since the day we were born. That nobody will come out and say, on the account of the corruption, that Tinubu is not corrupt, it's people around him. Everybody will tell you,
I cannot defend Tinubu on that. A man that knows how to use the instrumentalities of the state to the fullest limit. He will stop at nothing. If there is anybody, 338 people in this space, if by any chance they tell him that they need their head for him to return as president to come 2027, this man will locate all of us and use us for that purpose. And this is the man we want to play gamble with. My brothers and sisters, the work is yet to start. I have not seen any sign that we are doing anything. Don't pat yourself in the back that you've done anything, because you have not done anything. Tinubu is waiting for just one mistake. Remember that LP, Obi, which language they call that thing? What is it they call that thing? It demystified Tinubu in Lagos State. One mistake of an Edo man, they turned it into something that made it to be a tribal war that regained them, that gave them back Lagos. Because he has already told the people that Tinubu is beatable in Lagos State. Again, take example of Lagos State governorship election and understand what we are dealing with. That these people are waiting for one mistake to capitalize on it. Don't be the black sheep. Don't be the person that they will break his walls to enter. This is what we are dealing with here. So I am happy, and I am very happy today that moving forward today, I believe, yes, I'm almost done. Moving forward from today, you will start seeing a different song. But that song does not mean that we've gotten there, but it means that we are starting the journey. I thank everybody that participated in this fight. We've won. No victor, no vanquish. Not the one of the Federal Republic, but this one is the true one. Please, thank God that the one of the person that is here that I'm talking to can understand me. Onye ji nke oji, ya hazie. Emma, you've sent your message. We've heard your message. You've won. Let there be peace for everybody and for the whole house. Thank you very much, everybody.
All right, thank you, Malam, for that on the submission. I really appreciate your time here on the space. So I'm gonna draw a new roll call. I know
Enugu
one of
indigene.
you
Enugu
want to
indigene,
speak.
please. I just want please to just return this person Onyekachi's he said from the south. If the North will rule like for a million years, he stands with the coalition. And then from the North, I want to return it to him. If the Southerners are going to rule for a million years and we'll have a good Nigeria, please, Oya Jamujezua. He used his own language to his own adage. Even me now in Hausa, Mujezua dan Allah. 1 million years of Southerners. If Nigeria will be great, let's go there. Oh yeah, let's go there.
If they will start
Jamujezua.
respecting our passport, if they will start
Oh,
respecting our passports.
Exactly, my sister. Exactly. If I would not switch to my other passport, if I would walk high, tall with my Nigerian passport, please let us go there. Thank you.
all right, thank
Okay,
you,
so
Mrs. No, Nanyerugbo. It's not your turn
Please,
now, please.
Enugu
I brought
indigene,
you up now.
let me just
Did you
add to
just
what
hold
I
on?
said earlier.
Okay. I'll use 2 minutes to do that so I can call in your roll call.
All right, just to add on what I said earlier, and to buttress on some points that Onyeka made also, please, if we can, if we can afford to travel within Nigeria, please let us endeavor to do so. Let us endeavor to do so because it is going to help us a whole lot. It's going to help us a whole lot. If we can also, let's even also try to make friends across the Niger. Don't just make friends or among the people on your streets. You understand? Make friends of other ethnicities. Me, I am a Northern Christian. I schooled in Ekiti. I served in Akwa Ibom. I've lived in Lagos. You know, I have friends from everywhere in this country, everywhere. So it's going to help us to open our mind. It is going to help us to learn a lot. You're going to see things from other people's point of view and perspective. It's going to help you to also grow immensely.
You
Please,
know,
let's
Uncle
not.
Didi, in the Quran, we have a verse that says, Fantashiru fil ard. You should walk around this world, please. Go around this world and seek knowledge. Go around this world and seek knowledge and be friends with people and seek knowledge from everywhere you can seek knowledge from. Then you come to a conclusion. That is a very valid point, you know. Please make
I
friends,
am.
with
I am.
Nigerians.
Yes, correct. Thank you so much. I am saying this because I've been on the timeline. Like I said earlier, this past couple of weeks, and some of the rhetorics I've been seeing, I can't just fathom it. And I'm like, and these people are learned people. So please, let us try. Travel. Travel far and wide. This country is big. There are a lot of ethnicities in this country, a lot of languages in this country that you don't even know of. You understand? Remove the stereotype from your head. This country is beyond a certain region. This is for both articulate, obedience, and what have you. You understand? Please, let's open our minds. Let's stop being stuck in one place. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Uncle Didi, for that submission. I just want to say again that anybody telling you to hold grudges because of politics, that person hates you, right? What is important is ability for you to work even with your enemy to achieve progress. So in case in the lead up to 2027, you will see people realigning. That's why they want you to hate Malam. Malam worked in their side in the last election. They loved him. All of a sudden, they're pointing hand at him that he's not this, he's not that. So don't allow them to gaslight you. It doesn't matter who that person is. You can work with anybody in politics to achieve your results. So I'm just saying this because I mean there may be a lot of people who are going to get into the coalition. There are people who already here like Malam Nasir Rifai, that they've been telling you to hate and all that. But they loved Malam when he was in their camp. So don't hold grudges for the sake of politics. You can be smart about it, work with people, try to hear from them, and make sure that the goal is to bring a better leadership to serve this country. So in case anybody, on other spaces is telling you to hold grudges, don't hold grudges for the sake of politics because you will see politicians whom you held grudges for, right, realign and even their sons or their children marry themselves and you'll be the one to lose in the end. So that is just on that. Let me draw the roll call. We have I can't even pronounce this. Atiku Sokoto. We have okay, we have Shehu A. Okay, Shehu. We have Nanyelugo. We have Odoayo. We have Daniel Hogan. We then have Chooks. Am I missing anybody? Okay. We have the governor. So please let Atikun Sokoto speak. Thank you. Please, can anybody hear me?
All right, thank you so much.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me?
All right, go on, Atikun Sokoto. Go on.
All right. So what I want to say is not that much, but I want people to understand. At first, maybe I've come to the conclusions that I'm going to support Atiku, who is the only ticket through this if we want to defeat Tinubu. You get it right. So later on, a lot of things start coming out. You understand? I even go to the point that I said I'm not going with Obi. You get me right? So later on, I understand that this all kind of issues is instigated by Tinubu and his co-clans. Then I have decided that maybe I should just go for it because I know that you cannot mix and say that what do you call it? The point is, no matter what, 13 million. Eh? Sorry. No matter what you get right, 13 million is different with 8 million. You cannot say 6 million of OB, 6.1 and 6.7 of Atiku. That is one of the two things that is frightening them. They know that if they didn't bring any division between us, then we are definitely going to defeat him. And here in the north, inshallah, we have been doing a lot of groundworks, and that's all the thing I'm going to say. I don't have much to say. Thank you so much. You have already said a lot.
All right, right. Thank you very much, Tikun Sokoto. Right. Please, before I move the mic, I would just like to reiterate that this space is for everybody. You can request the mic and make your submission, but you have
I
to be
am for
respectful.
everybody and for nobody.
So, that's the thing. So, the next speaker, please.
I don't know when you call the next. Who is
Shehu, Shehu,
what's my
Shehu,
number?
Shehu,
Okay, yes,
Shehu.
Abubakar.
Is Shehu there? Okay, since
Yes,
Shehu is
yes,
not there.
yes. Can you hear me?
All right, yes. Go on, please.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. Name is Shehu Abubakar, and it's been really privileged listening to so many contributors. I've been listening on for the past 3 hours or so. I've learned so much. I want to thank everyone who is still on here and those who have left for contributing. Fantastic inputs from obedience. Fantastic inputs from the people who are from the APC who have come with so much wisdom. Um, the chief host, I can't thank you enough. You have really opened our minds to a lot of the challenges, and I'd like to speak just a little bit on internal and external issues. First of all, let me just touch on internal issues. In terms of internal issues, I just want to say very, very clearly, okay? First of all, I didn't mention I'm AA's son. Um, AA and all, you know, people who are following AA, they know and they love Obi. That has always been there. The 2019 partnership was the best thing that happened to all of us. Okay, so for anybody to come and say AA or nothing, that's not really what AA stands for, and that's not what AA and his people stand for. I understand there may be a lot of bad blood between some people, but let's not personalize things. Okay, let's try to come together, let's unite, and let's try and build a party and a country. Okay, now furthermore on the internal issues, you see, AA is just one person, OB is just one person, MH is one person, Erufai is one person. But what actually is going to drive this thing and make this thing successful is the collective effort of everyone. We ourselves, every single body who is contributing so passionately, who has been contributing their resources, their time, their energy, everyone needs to get involved. It's not just about we go into campaign mode, campaign, if we are lucky and God gives us success, we win, and then everybody now retreats and then goes back to their daily lives. No, we all have to get involved. We have to get involved in building the party. People spoke about credible primaries. We have to get involved to make sure the primaries are credible. Simply because some of these delegates, the chief host who was enlightened, he said he can no longer accuse delegates anymore. So the truth of the matter is we ourselves have to get involved to change the system from within. We can't just expect things to change from the outside. So internally, we all have to get involved. We all have to build this party. It's hard work, it's time and energy. Everybody who's going to the office and doing their work has to sacrifice. That's the truth. Because otherwise you leave, people from the streets, greedy politicians and greedy people to take over the process and to shortchange all of us all. So I implore all of you, please, translate all this energy that we're having right now on the spaces. We need to get involved in the party. It's absolutely critical because I tried to get involved when we were in PDP, and even as the presidential candidate's son, I couldn't get any near close to even the structure. I couldn't impact anything. I was just, this is presidential candidate son, but no influence whatsoever. I could not say this is what I don't like, this is what I like, this is how we. I didn't have any influence whatsoever in party politics. And to be honest, party politics is what drives everything, because it's through party you select the councillors, select the local government chairman, select the House of Reps, the senators, the governors, and so on and so forth. And look, to change the system, it's not just about installing a president. If you have, I just tweeted some hours ago, if you have a fantastic president, but you have terrible governors, terrible House of Reps, terrible Senate, they will just frustrate the president. They'll continue budget padding. The governors will continue, doing white elephant projects and stealing the money. So it's not a solution. We all have to get involved, select leaders from the ground up. We all have to be involved. Internally, let's unite, let's get involved. Now, the chief host really, 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 educated us on the challenges externally. The truth of the matter is, I've heard that the APC, from grapevines, are trying to put up a budget of around 1 to 2 trillion naira for the elections, which means they can literally give 5 million Nigerians 100,000 naira, and they would only have spent 500 billion naira. Right? Imagine on election day, 100,000 naira per vote to 5 million people. Let's be honest, guys. People are very, very hungry in Nigeria right now. People have not eaten for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. There are people who haven't eaten almost for a week. They're surviving off maybe water or some sort of fluids. So money is going to play a very, very key role in the election. We need to fight against it. How are we going to fight against this? I don't have the answers. Is why I'm trying to listen into spaces for solutions, trying to get involved with other people, and trying to just how we're going to prevent APC from manipulating the system through vote buying, which plays very, very key role, not just in primary election, in general election, it plays a very, very key role. And as the chief host has said, they are buying up, the church leaders. Forget about a lot of what they've done in 2023 with the Muslim ticket. They paid a lot of the Muslim clerics, So we have to find a way to protect, innocent Nigerians against this manipulation that's caused by the weaponization of poverty. Okay, and we need, especially those who are more experienced than us, people like the chief host, the co-host, and the other people. Please educate us. Please, we need the idea. How do we get involved? How do we, build a movement that will be able to stop these things from happening, or at least will be able to protect us, so that once we go into election and people can vote, and we can get the majority of votes and we can defend our votes. Okay, so the challenges in the external are far greater than what we are talking about internally. Internally is not even the major challenge. The major challenge is really facing these APC people. Look, I have it on good authority. These people have been saying that when they didn't have power, that we allowed them to get power. Is it now that they have gotten power that they will leave this power for us? So look, these people, they are ready to use the military, ready to use every single means at their disposal. And we have to use the most powerful tool, which is the Nigerian people. Okay, so I thank you all. I've spoken for too long. I thank you so much for all your contributions, and I look forward to listening to more. God bless you all.
All right, thank you very
Can I-
much. Ray, do you have any
Yes, I
contribution?
just wanted to. I wanted to just contribute because this is what I have been pushing, and thank you for this space once again. Right. First of all, for someone like me, I know a lot of you guys are being diplomatic. You want us to go for primaries and all. Because of the risk of manipulation, external influence, I am insisting. I guess we'll get there. When I started talking about Obi, when I started talking about us uniting and this all or nothing politics will not work, people were thinking I was crazy, but now people are waking up to it. And I'm also going to put this out there that Atiku and Obi is who we should pursue. That ticket is what we should start pushing for, so that there are no primaries. We don't want primaries. We don't want to end up with someone we don't even know. Somebody will decamp to ADC tomorrow, and before you know it, the person is our flag bearer, and all of us will sit down and will be looking, because too many people can influence an election, be it primaries or not. It will not even be us. That's what I'm trying to point to you guys. It will not even be Nigerians at all. It will not be Nigeria. You keep laughing, or maybe you know something and you don't like that I'm saying it out. You don't like that
It's
I'm
my it's
exposing
my
Primaries are
it's
people.
my
You are
essential.
Avril, don't
laughing.
mind
Primaries,
him. Don't
my
mind
sister
him.
now. It's my
primaries
sister
are
now. I just dey
essential.
laugh. I know my sister they talk this thing and you laugh. I don't laugh as
Okay,
sister
so you are
see.
telling me that you
You
are telling
must
me that
see.
other countries don't
Please,
influence our politicians.
I love you for your
Avril,
opinion, man.
just
It's not
round off
personal.
so
I don't have
that
anything
we
against
can.
you.
You are
I just dey
lying. You
laugh.
are lying. You know what you are
Okay,
doing.
I will talk.
You
When this
know
matter, I
what you
will
are
talk.
doing. Guys,
Odunayo,
anyway,
mute your mic. Mute your
Okay,
mic.
TikTok. Thank
Avril
you.
is
they
speaking,
they
please.
influence our there was, did you people even see it on Twitter about like maybe last month or so? They said they have all their phones tapped. Intelligence officers, they have all their phones tapped. They can blackmail these people at will. I am saying this guy does not want us to unite. You know them. I know this Odunayo is an APC person. Let us fight for
No,
this
no,
ticket.
no, no, Avril,
Okay,
please,
sorry, I
please.
take that back. Let us, I'm saying it, you don't have to agree with me today. We are coming small, small. Thank God there's time. Let us agree on this ticket and begin to push it. Now, when we agree on a ticket, that is when we now start thinking of how to push them to make sure they work for us. To make sure, because what we have been doing, like Shehu just said, when we elect, fight, kill ourselves to elect all these leaders, we go back home and they fill the government with their people. They feel we don't even have a say. We are just waiting for them to decide, waiting for them to decide. This time, say we already agree that we have agreed now, even if ADC has not agreed. We start, if we start tweeting at Erufai at an article now that we want a town hall, before we do it for 1 month, they will have that town hall. Atiku will come out and speak to us. We will have ask him questions like, "What will you do for us? This is what we want." Who is like me? Jimmy Hawk on this Twitter is who I want for EFCC chairman. I've been telling you people, with that fire that he has, let him come and fight that fight and give us all our money back from all these corrupt people. You cannot just be shouting on Twitter like that and at the end of the day, come and be EFCC chairman. We will not be the ones to pick all these leaders. It's not as if we'll just elect Atiku and then we'll wait for him to do what. Even if there are 100 positions, give us 30. Give us 30. We should be the ones to influence this. This is spaces like this. We can agree. We can argue. Oh, this person did this thing somewhere. This person did this somewhere. Okay, the North, we need education. We need to educate those people because they keep going there to use them for elections and then they leave them on the street. Let us make sure everything is done well in the North. We start pushing for things. I will tell you, if I'm the Minister of Education in Nigeria, I will change that country because I know the way Americans influence their children from small. That is why you see them so patriotic, because they know what it means. Well, before the ages of 8, they put everything about America in their heads. If you are walking on the street, you are driving, you throw something on the street, it's your child that will tell you you are littering. They don't want to see it because they have taught them from small that you don't do that. So they know what they are doing, that they are destroying our educational system. Nigerians now, the education that people had before, they don't have it anymore. So we have to fix those things. It's not just president or elect somebody and then go and sleep. That's why you see some people are
Avril, you know the thing is inclusion. You understand? We have offices of the councillors, local government chairman, the state assembly, the federal, at the federal level, the senate. So when our youth will now go and say, "I am a member of this party. I am going to run for councillor. I am running for chairman under this coalition. This ADC is a party." So when the youth wake up and now say, "I am bold enough to go and now purchase the councillorship ticket with my own education. I want to see change from my community." So you go out there, the youth, you pick up the form, councillor, then you other people, chairman, state assembly, state house assembly. When we have all these people working together, as Shehu said, how do we go about it? How we go about it is our youth now coming into the picture. We coming into the picture and now picking up, we are eligible also to be voted for. So let us be included in this voting process and let us change the country together. I don't
yeah.
know if
I
you
totally
know.
agree with you. But anybody that is elected to office. Oh, just once, let me finish. She interrupted me, please. If someone is elected to office and they don't have that heat on them, there is a chance that they will misbehave. So even us buying tickets to run or whatever it is, it's not just that. It's not the end of it. We the people have to keep putting pressure on our leaders. We don't make demands. We just wait for them to do something. Have we ever demanded that this road, come and do it? And we are talking about it for 3 weeks. We are making videos in front of that road. Come and do this road. Or who did you give the contract of this road to? Where is the contractor? We want to sue you for not doing the road. We want to sue you for not doing the road. We as a people will come to spaces like this, will decide and sue that person. So we have to start, even our senators, have we ever called for them to come and answer for votes that they voted? Do we even know how they vote? They just vote yea or nay. We never even question them. We have to learn how to start calling them back home. Come and sit down. Town hall, we'll put it town hall every 2 weeks. When you go there and vote your head, you go and vote for bad thing. You come back and answer to us. We have to start showing our strength. And if we are not united, we cannot achieve anything. And that is why you see them always trying to divide us. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Avril, for that quick submission. I just wanted to remind listeners here that the people that were elected on the platform of the Labour Party in my home state, Enugu, right? Many of them have defected to the APC, right? A lot of these young people made enemies on this app, even in real life. Some of my friends, some of my classmates called me all sort of name because I didn't support them. Today, those guys have defected to the APC without apologies. So now, what have the supporters or the voters from that block done to put them under pressure not to take that decision? No, they've not done anything. So, and that is why I feel, somehow when people say, oh, the primary is going to be dollarized. Look, see, if you have gotten involved in political process, you find out that not even the candidates. Take, for instance, when you go to a particular a ward, a particular this thing to speak to party people, you just maybe bought drinks and all that, and you are going. They will be the one to tell you. They will be telling themselves, so this guy felt we are foolish. We left what we are doing to come here and there is no envelope. It's not even you. And that is how the system has been corrupted. So what do we do to actually elect the right people? It is we getting involved in the process. Because if we get involved in the process, we'll be able to checkmate some of these things. But we cannot stay in the comfort of our zone to say, oh, we are going to vote top to bottom, then upset political arrangements in some places, elect these guys, they will go there, they will dine on the same political table with those people we are fighting against. So my counsel is that we calm down, take a lot of things into consideration so that we'll be able to make a better decision going forward in 2027. Odoayo, you have the mic. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Avery, I don't know whether you know me before. I don't know where you have seen me,
Odoayo,
but I don't know put
Odoayo,
on.
please.
Hold on now. It's my right to report this thing now. Don't you did not stop her. You did not even correct her first of all. Do not come out and tell you not to correct her first. Did you correct her? No,
I
you did not do
did,
so.
Odoayo.
You did not do so,
I
please. You
did.
did
And she took it
not do
back.
so, please. I was here. I
I
literally
did, and she took
no. She said so many things, right? First, I have
No,
no.
she did. Odunayo,
Listen now, I go
Odunayo,
tell you now.
Enugu did,
Listen now.
please. Let's
Okay,
not go into
if
that.
it is me you're talking about,
Thank
please
you.
allow me to speak. It is my right to to respect any view or to respond to any view. So it's my right, and I have the right to do so. I can jettison it, I can incorporate it, I can respond to it in any way. Please
When
respect
you
me,
start
respect
talking.
my view too. But this is no. Hold on, please, man. I don't know. I was just laughing. Why I was laughing? Why was I laughing rather? He said no primaries. You don't put Tinubu, Atiku and Obi as ticket and all that. You see, it says people don't understand Tinubu by mistake, right? People that are pushing this ADC, they are very, very. They are not old. They are not young people. They have been in the game for more than 4 decades, sometimes 5 decades, and they are not people you cannot say. Let me throw them away because you feel you know better. No, Atiku, for instance, now you cannot tell me that anybody is better than Tinubu to Atiku than even Atiku himself. So they have been in the game for a long time. So trying to open your game up for your opposition will make you to be vulnerable before the person you are dealing with. That's the first thing. So all this argument you are having, I'm not against it. It's going to be a mystery to people who are trying to do so. When the time comes, the leaders will align. If those who are followers like myself will follow, and that's the first thing you must understand. So that's why I don't care about anybody. The only thing I try to let you know is that as much as you want to be very, my father will use the word very verbose, you have to understand that verbosity comes with ignorance. But when you shout with knowledge, people will hear you, and that's the distance. So knowledge is very important. My father said, "Knowledge cure ignorance," and I agree with him 100%. So once you are talking about anything, you have to understand that you cannot open your game and say, "Oh, Atiku and this thing," and they would Tinubu will look for how to disturb this particular ticket if that's your game. I, for once, and that could be, I believe in procedures and processes. And what do I believe in procedure? Let everybody go to primaries. Whoever wins, fine. Whoever loses, fine. At the end of the day, the ticket owners will determine how they will win it. And that's how it is. Secondly, Shehu, thank you so much for speaking like somebody who is wise. You are a wise man. You are a wise son. You spoke like somebody who understands what a responsibility should be. I really admire you. Sincerely, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I really admire you. So what's the game? I'm very pleasurable to say very well that I'm very, very much invested in ADC that many of you guys can talk about. And I don't need to come out to the public to talk about it. You get the point. I'm not just being open to it in terms of support of the system. I'm trying to even use my 2-year salary to put to that particular thing, right? I want to invest in it financially too, so that I can have responsibility to say this is my investment in the discussion. I have done so before, but this time around, I want to be more invested in it in a more particular manner. So I don't want to tell you, oh, I'm with ADC with my mouth. No. My father said, you put your mouth where your money is. So I will put my mouth. I put my money where my mouth is. So I don't come to Twitter and blag, Mr. and Mrs. I don't blag on Twitter just because of blabbing. I do work na do. With the way we talk about Bini, work and do. You do work na do. So I can walk and I can talk. That's my job, to be advocate. I can speak anywhere I could speak. I never fear anybody to speak. But at the same time, I walk. I walk more than you can imagine. I walk more than my age mates. So don't think that because we do on Twitter here, no, please don't do so, please. You get the point. I respect you very well. I respect the fact that you have to come on Twitter and speak your opinion. I respect that very well. Please, but don't tag people's name easily. It is quite not responsible for you to do so. I wish you well on that. I will be very happy if we understand the game ahead of us. I can say it very clearly. We have 6 regions at least, and I can go to the bed and know very well that the 3 regions are very certain for the ADC. ADC as a party, not candidate now. So what do I mean? If ADC is certain for 3 regions, we can get our fragmentation like 3 other regions. At least I believe very well that we can, even though we can't win the state, or we can win the 1 or 2 states in those places, we can gradually deal with very reasonable number from every state, in every state. If we are very committed to our desire and our aspiration. It's my honest belief very well that the only first thing that we have as opposition, as ADC, is unity. If you fail to unite, your people will destroy you. This is not the only time people have united. From the Bible days, from the days of yore, people have been uniting to achieve any purpose. If you have a reading partner, when I was in law school, I used to have a partner that I read with, and my grade was his grade. I wasn't will be my grade. And when the grade came out, is why there was a unity of purpose. We wanted particular grade. We pursued it very vigorously. So what I'm saying is that nothing can beat the people who are united. Said Gandhi, the former Indian leader, who said nothing can defeat people who are more united in purpose. That's all we need to do. We don't have the military. We don't have the CBN. We don't have the security architecture. We don't have every of these things. But the only thing we have is Nigerian people. And how do we do Nigerian people? We need to organize Nigerian people. That even when they are angry, they need to be angry with purpose. That's what leadership does. Direct your purpose. So that when you are angry, you have a purpose, you are angry. You direct your anger in a particular direction so that you can get where it is. That's why I'm very interested in ADC coming out to speak rather than even the ADC stakeholders. I want the people who are in the party to come out very well to speak on Nigeria. Like all these small issues that are coming up. Oh, Obi is no longer the ADC. People were reaching out to me on my DM. I said, Obi is in ADC. Leave these criminals who are trying to portray what is not, right? And this is what they want to do. They want to make you to be despondent. They want to make you to lose hope. Let me lie to you. That is the shame and the character of people. You're going to see more of this particular propaganda in the nearest future. When the election comes closer, you're going to see a lot of things. You're going to see a lot of things. You get the point. You will not see governance again. You're going to see a lot of things. But cheer up, because a man who is purposeful with direction is faster and far better than a person who is running without direction. You can be on speed without direction, but a man with a purpose that is stable and steady will reach his game and reach his goal. That's where it is. So life is not about how long you are running. Life is about the steadiness, the consistency, and it's a marathon. So these guys will come with everything. So if you come and say, oh no, you don't have polling unit, you are not voting in Nigeria, you are just in America or in Europe arguing about Nigeria, and you're not going to vote. These are not stakeholders. So the stakeholders, now that Amajiri, where they call Amajiri, we not get voters card. That's the stakeholder. It's more relevant to me than many other things. So we must be able to protect them and guide them properly. So how do we disseminate information? In this guide, there will be a lot of people that will come with so many information. It's for you to guide your heart jealously. The Bible said, guide your heart jealously, because out of which come the issues of life. You need to guide our life. So that's why I'm very, very particular about the ADC bringing out information every time. Mr. Bolaji Abdullahi is doing a great job, but we need more people to come in to our system so that you can be able. This job is not a job one person can do alone. APC has more than 10 people who are speaking for them, apart from people who are not being paid under the presidency. So we need to get people. You need to get a lot of people on board with him. You get the point. That's why I don't even tweet. I don't even read any of this again. I just retweet. Anything just to make sure that people that have me. The reason why I have to register my Twitter app to be on a blue tip. It was because of this ADC. Not the other. I'm not getting other thing. I'm not look for a girl for here. I'm not looking for a girlfriend here. Get the point. So I can say very clearly that I want my reach to be as much as possible, reach many people as possible. So this is my intention. So I'm not just talking, I'm walking the talk. And I've said it very well. My team that we are bringing together, we are going to fund campaign of ADC from governorship to senatorial to presidency. We're going to fund it. We're not just talking with mouth. We're going to fund it with money. And we're bringing money, our own money. And these people are young people like me and you. So nothing that they are old people. They are young people. Some of them don't even have any stake in Nigeria. But they want Nigeria to work for our generations. That's why they are bringing this money. So we need to make sure that information, everything we are doing is directed properly. So I'm begging once again, please. The intention of APC and Tinubu particularly is to destroy and to make your mind to be unstable, to give you news that will populate your mind and make you despondent. But I cheer you up this afternoon because I tell you this thing. Please, let's be jealously guided our hearts so that we will know what we are pursuing. I believe in process. Let the party bring out the procedures and the processes. Whoever emerge, we will support the person. If Atiku emerges, I will personally support the person. If Obi emerges, I will support the person because I believe in the cause of the ADC right now. Tinubu is a nemesis to me personally, so I have a personal issue with Tinubu. So don't think about it. It's just politics. No, it's not just politics. It's a personal issue. As a person, there's an injury on me that morality-wise, that too many information I have on my head that Tinubu is president of Nigeria. It is a crisis on my person. So that's why we need to be more focused for the purpose we are pursuing. Please, let's reduce this animosity. What I expect everybody to be doing right now is how you can fund your local community, your local ward. How do you bring billboard? How do you make people understand that there is a party called ADC? How do you champion them to understand that this is the way for us to be able to redeem Nigeria? You get the point? This is the way for us. That is what I think we should be doing right now. I don't want us to be arguing about, ADC, PDP. No. You see, that's the honest truth. Anybody that understands politics will understand that where we are now, we are past already. We are going to Lagos. We don't care about what happened behind or not. We don't care. We are moving already. So we need people to move along with us. So what we need to do is for you to use that your money, that your influence, that your talk, anything you can do. Go to your local ward, erect ADC billboard. It may be a small all those signposts, all those small signposts. Put it there. Invest in the local authorities there. Be registered as a member. Go there and register as a member so that you can have mouth to talk. You cannot be talking on Twitter. You don't have mouth to talk on your word. Go there and register. You get the point. Do so. Me, I have called my word. You get the point. I have called my word. I have located everything I want to do, and I'm even putting a billboard by this weekend in my small community. That is the community Okowa came from. I'm not as rich as Okowa, but I will do what I can do as a person in my little effort. I will not wait for Okowa to come and tell me where I'm going to. We need to educate our people. We need to even do Zoom meeting with them. You get the point? Do Zoom meeting with them, discuss with them, call them together, buy drink for them, cook for them. Let them know that the charity they beg money for is not God. It is the government of Nigeria that have put us in that realm. So we need to change the government so that we can understand that our government must live to the situation of Nigeria. I can't tell Nigeria to be in poverty while you are living in Nigeria. You are doing, according to Obi, you are doing partying. You are engaging in luxury affairs while Nigerians are suffering. So me, I'm not telling you we. I'm telling you me. I'll be putting my money where my mouth is. I am doing so. I'm not in Nigeria right now, but by the grace of God, 2027 election, I will be physically available to vote and to do anything possible for my party to win. However, what I'm doing right now today is to put a billboard to tell my young people where they around me. Now people they look for money every day for my hand. Your problem not be Nigerian God, not be evil spirit, not be God. The problem is that government have not opened opportunity for you. I'm not lying to you. I'm not doing anything better, right? So you can talk about it. I'm not an American. I don't live in America before, but I got $52,000 scholarship to come study, right? So that's to tell you how the system works. They don't know me before. They don't have an idea who I am. You get it? But my father's name is not an American government, so but they put my name for scholarship because they recognize merit system. So we need to go back to people and say, it is not God that is your problem. It is your government that have failed you. So while I'm sharing my little largesse with you, you must be prepared to understand that there is a way forward for you. Everybody cannot be in America, but everybody must make Nigeria to work. Thank you so much, Enugu. Thank you, Igwurube. God bless you.
All right,
Enugu,
thank you.
Enugu, please, 1 second, please,
Yes.
please. Odunayo, I want to personally apologize to you. I mistook you for somebody else. As you were speaking, I realized that you and I have spoken before. So I apologize from the depth of my heart. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you. I know you. I know you. I know you. I'm sorry, my brother. But that doesn't take away from the fact that these people, they have their hands in our government. I know you don't believe it, but you and I can believe different things, and one person will be right. They have their hands in our government too. Don't think they don't. They do. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Avre. Thank you again, Nai, for that instructive submission that you made here, and I believe that a lot of people have been naturally educated by your submission. Okay, I don't know if the host is there, whether he has any contribution to make before we move the mic. Now, you, Grube.
Um, just like Lunayo, thank you so much for your submission. This coalition is coalition of Nigerians against the government of Nebuchadnezzar, this Babylonian government we have today, the government that goes around launching military government in a state of interest, demoting elected governor, suspending him for 6 months while they share the common patrimony of River State. There is no government in River State. Um, this is the kind of government we have today. And that singular act alone is an act of impeachment. There's no invasion, no war in River State, no such thing. But Tinubu and Nyesom Wike plus Ribadi, his national security advisor, launched military government there, overthrown the government, the elected people's elected governor there, stopped government abruptly, got a military man and put in there. Ever since that time, no movement, no improvement, nothing in River State, not education, nothing, no new ideology. Other states have long moved on. And people are celebrating new rain. This in Lagos, Tinubu, but in River State, Tinubu locked it down because of fear of coalition. He didn't want River State to fall in the hands of opposition because the young man had long left Wiki camp, and Tinubu got scared because he's trying to do everything to stifle the opposition, like those who are saying dollar this, dollar that in primary, dollar election. No, Most of the governors are the ones funding the elections. You have seen Tinubu buying over, intimidating governors and senators to join his party. He knows why. Kowa was forced to join the APC, and his EFCC charges will be dropped while they are doing those things. In Rivers State, Amechi was sitting governor that joined coalition of CPC, APC, ECN, and the rest of them to win election. We saw what Amechi did with his Rivers State strength. Wike used the same Rivers State strength against Atiku Abubakar and PDP. So Rivers State is so important to anybody sitting in Abuja as a president in winning an election. So Tinubu being the man he is, launched a military government before Fubara can have a teeth to bite and they knock him out. Today, Fubara is now a slave. The so-called peace they made was for Fubara to remain a slave. They will return him, and the guy will be a slave on his knees, answering sir. So, a coalition can only rely on people in River State and other places to operate. No more like a governor supporting them in opposition. The governor in Bauchi State, the chairman of PDP Governors Forum, Bala Mohammed, who happened to join the opposition early enough, Wike made it clear, announced it in Abuja that he's going to set fire. And a few days later, EFCC arrested the chief of staff of Bala Mohammed. Ever since that time, Bala Mohammed was shut down. He's singing Hallelujah, singing on his mandate, we shall stand. Mrs. Tinubu went to Bauchi. The governor was singing on their mandate, we shall stand. And today, he has released a statement advising PDP faithful not to play double party politics. You cannot be in PDP and be in coalition. But he dare not say that against Wiki. So you see the kind of institutional intimidation Tinubu is using against the opposition. And the people who have gathered together to form the coalition against him are now the ones he's fighting yourself, creating civil war among yourself to make his way too clear for himself. And he will come back and answer and remain his, what do you call him, Mr. Strategist. That is the strategy. So he cannot buy you over. He cannot intimidate you or me. But what they're doing now is to create internal civil war among you, telling you will be or nothing, Atiku or nothing, Southern president or nothing. No, it is not. It is not. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. If you are supporting coalition, put your feet on the ground to demand free and fair primaries. Free and fair primaries should be the language. Free and fair primaries. Whoever that get it, off we go. Simple. But if you keep fighting yourself, creating this idea of Southern president or never, or the other president or never, then you are falling into the hands of Tinubu and APC. And after the election, they will laugh at you. They will laugh at you. The man he made national chairman today, the man he made national chairman today was the man when he sacked Beta Edu, hiding under fighting corruption. Beta Edu is the young girl from Calabar, right? That was appointed Minister for Humanitarian. Most of Nigerians are keeping eyes on the NNPC, finance, or CBN. Money no dey that place. Where money, unaccounted money, that is unaccounted money lies is in that humanitarian ministry. They don't give account. They are the people saddled with responsibility for the so-called IDP camp, internal, what do you call it, homeless people, crisis, flood, and the rest of them, getting all manner of money from the international aid. They don't account for that money. So most of the leaders are using that particular ministry as a conduit pipe. That's where corruption lies. They don't count, they don't match anything there. So Tinubu got rid of Beta Edu from that place, handed it over to his wife, Pastor. And this man, this APC, this the new APC chairman was appointed. Through that ministry, all the pastors and bishops in the middle belt were bought over, including their wives are the ones running the wives of pastors and bishops are the ones running the contracts there now, which is why you don't see any kind or anybody from that angle speaking up against this government anymore. So the job is done. The man has now been elevated to APC national chairman because they have used the man to settle all the voices in the middle belt under the guise of Christian movement. That is the game. So if you think that you are, he cannot, he want to, what Tinubu is trying to do is to box northeast and northwest, right? North central, southwest is his, south, Wiki and Akpabio are doing everything, intimidating everyone. Look at how he launched military government and all that. So is that how you are going to fight Tinubu? He's using the institution to make way for himself. You can't change that. You cannot fight him. The only way you can fight is your vote and protect your vote. Not either fighting Atiku or not either fighting Obi. They are the one now telling you who will be your presidential candidate. I was supporting him. I was supporting him when we held a space and declared that Tinubu is the. We were waiting for PDP to run their primaries, and they conducted their primaries. And the APC, PDP gave Atiku the ticket. We lost out. We started campaign immediately that Tinubu must be given it. That Tinubu was the only person with the capacity to defeat Atiku. People like us from the down south eastern, they say, "Oh, Amechi or Sibajo." We weren't looking if Osibajo was the best. We weren't looking for if Amechi was the best. The people from Atiku camp on PDP those days were coming to us to say, "Oh, give us Osibajo. If you give us Osibajo, that's the man we want. At least I cannot vote Atiku." But we know what they were doing. They didn't want to have Bola Ahmed that we smash them, and we put our feet on the ground, campaigning for Tinubu, not even for national election, but for primaries. And Tinubu got the ticket. And guess what? You know what happened? If he had given that ticket to Osibajo, or less if Buhari was ready to rig the election for Osibajo, there is no way Osibajo would have won P2P. No way. There is no way he would have spreaded his strength to get the like of Wike to rig the election for him. Mba, or you know go happen. But you needed the person with the same skills that will match Atiku. And the rest was history. So election most times is a game. Let us get the better candidate in coalition. And off we go. Nobody, Atiku does not own, no, the ADC does not belong to Atiku. No way. No Amechi or Erufai or P2B, no. They must run a clear and clean primaries. Then give us the candidate so that we can see off this Pharaoh. In Nigeria today, you sit and watch Nigerians because there was absolutely no opposition. That is the reason why Tinubu can launch military government and sustained it in River State for 6 months. No shaking, no pastor, no imam stood up to say no. Nobody, because you have no opposition. The other ones who could speak, they had something in that corn in their pocket.
or agbado in their mouth. They couldn't speak. So that is exactly what is going to happen in the next, if you allow Tinubu to come back in 2027, right? This one, his attorney general threatened the whole governors, saying what they did in River State is a clear warning to other governors. If you do anyhow, you see anyhow. So they don't speak that tough language anymore since ADC came on board. You see them now running helter skelter. Compare the presence of ADC today to that of Tinubu 22 months ago. They were doing as if nothing they happened. With ADC, quick corruption and the land grabbing in Abuja is coming out now, clearly. People are questioning them. But when you had no opposition, they were running amok. Who are you? So don't go and pull down your house because yes, you can campaign for your candidate in primaries, campaign for it, but put it back in your mind that as soon as that primary is done, don't fall for, oh, it is Southern time or Northern time. It is Nigerian time. It is Nigerian time. It is Nigerian time. You are buying petrol for 1,000 naira. Every day they keep rebasing the outcome of the so-called policy. Oh, Nigeria is growing. Nigeria is getting better. Where are you going to get 1,000 naira to buy a liter of petrol? Where? Where? Men are growing to 40, 45, still living in their two-bedroom parents' home. Men are no longer getting married. Men are no longer getting married. Men are denying pregnancy because they can't afford to look after themselves, let alone looking after baby and the child. Our women are being subjected to single mother because men will pregnant a woman in Aba and disappear to Abuja, not because he doesn't want to be a father. Where is he going to buy Pampers? Pampers is selling for 30,000 naira, and the baby will smash it in 2 weeks. In a country where you're collecting 70,000 naira, you cannot afford pomo ordinary pomo today. You cannot afford pomo ordinary pomo today. So, my brothers and sisters, so look well and check it well. So, Ochiaga, you the next or choose? Thank you.
I believe I'm the next, Igwurube. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys.
It's
Good
supposed to
evening.
be Chooks. It's supposed to
I'm
be
actually
Chooks.
the next. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Hello, good evening. Can you all hear me?
Yes, go on, Chooks.
Okay, thank you very much. I initially wanted to get right into Obi and the obedience issue from yesterday to today, but there was something that Avril said that I want to respond to. During her submission, she said something about the ADC just choosing or handpicking Atiku and Obi and saying this is our candidate and these are the people we want. And I would like to start by strongly opposing that. Atiku, the ADC does not belong to Atiku. The ADC does not belong to Obi. The ADC is a coalition of those that are against the APC and have found the PDP to not be a viable opposition because of the internal sabotage. It belongs to everybody that is currently a member. We have a lot of big wigs in the ADC. We have Amici, we have El-Rufai, we have Tamboa, we have a lot of people. And the purpose of a primary election now is to test in some way the popularity of each candidate. I think in some ways it's a mini election. You test the popularity of each candidate, and I can tell you for a fact that several people in the coalition now hold different ambitions. The ambition of Atiku to become the president or the ambition of Obi to become the president does not supersede anyone else's ambition. So primaries are essential. Apart from the fact that it's the fair thing to do, giving everybody a chance, it's also a way to gauge popularity among members.
And aside from even the winners, let's say in a scenario where we have one of the two front runners, that's Atiku and Obi, winning, and the other one coming second, we want to know who is third. We want to know who's fourth, who has the third and the fourth strongest block there. We want to know how we can get them to come together and work for one ticket.
Ah, la, 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 la.